hello, and welcome to Hunters of Io. Ooh-wee. Oh my gosh, hope y'all are having a good day. Welcome everyone. Yo, we're just gonna dive right in. We've been out for a week now, so I'm just gonna go ahead, dive in, see how my lovely players are doing, and we're gonna go ahead and hunt some monsters where surely nothing's gonna go wrong. Smile. Smile. Hello.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Hi. Hey.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
It's everyone, relax. It's okay. It's just
time for D&D.
It's just me. It's just me. It's
I
okay.
need my fix. Oh God, it's you.
It's just me. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right, everyone. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hey.
Very excited to be playing some Dungeons and Dragos with you. Let me get...
Dracos.
Yeah, like dragons, but like, you know, without the N.
Like Draco Meteor.
Like Dracos. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragos. That's right.
My brain went Malfoy.
Dungeons
All
and
the homies say
Dracos.
Malfoy.
Either one, we get to murder. So.
All right, let me go ahead, get in on here, and then we'll go ahead and get started. We've got a lot to do, a lot to hunt, new things to show off. I'm very excited. Potential, this might be the food poisoning episode. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to potential food poisoning. All right, set this up. You guys are no longer in a cave. But this is the sound you hear when you wait between sessions. Okie dokie. Put the forced atmosphere in. Put the music. All right, so let me get this here. Okay, so last time we left off, because I know it's been a little bit of a period ago, you have just finished facing off against a crystal-like crab with the ability to conjure radiant energies naturally from its shell. This proved to be quite a I wouldn't even say it was too much of a challenge, but you did learn a little bit more just about hunting in general, as you are quickly becoming very capable hunters that could face off probably against any of the creatures that you have been tossed into the fray itself. You're quickly picking up on the skills, and at that point in time, I think your renown is probably beginning to build up a little bit. As you return back to the Hunter's Haven, aboard the airship that, by the way, whatever you're moving between the two locations, after you leave the cave, one of you would fire like a little like flare gun almost, except it's kind of more like it's made of like a magical oak, like a magical wood inscribed with runes, and whenever you press it, it fires like a shooting light spell, almost like a dancing light that sprays across the sky. It lets the airships that are kind of going to and fro between the Hunter's Haven and the various locations that you're ready to get picked up. And
like
you
firework.
A little bit, yeah. It's essentially like a firework. The airship, and these are miniature airships, usually carries pilots, maybe a few supplies, but enough to carry about 6 hunters. As you hop on the airship, flies you back to the Haven. You once again land back with monster parts in tow, and it seems that you may be ready for another hunt. As you arrive back into the Haven, there seems to be a general increase in energy, I would say, as you begin to see hunters like rushing out, and kind of like one of them will like push past you a little bit, and it's just like move it, and then you just see him continue to rush out.
Excuse me. Well, what's the hurry?
You'll see this one rush up, and the hunt keeper at that point will be like, yes, Dilomaru, there's 2 Dilomarus over here to the north. If that's what you wish to do, thank you very much. You've been tasked with it. We'll also pay an inflated fee. Thank you very much. She'll take it, and at the same thing, just be like, oh, excuse me. Looks off at Dirk. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. And she'll just walk by at that point.
Gonna grab for her shoulder. Oh, come back.
You grab her shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay.
What on earth is going on? Why is everyone in a rush right now?
Well, and she'll turn over to you and says, apparently we're very much in demand. There's been a lot of activity within the forest. The creatures are kind of just more anxious, more aggressive than usual. I don't know. Talk to the hunt keep if you really want to participate. And she'll kind of like brush off your shoulder, your grasp. Do you let go at that point?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And then at that point, she will continue to brush on just fine.
I know what's
Weird
happening
just to hold
here.
on.
I know what's happening.
What's that?
People are starting to find out about the scythe guy and they all want to impress him, so they're in a tizzy. I get it. We're starting to lose. We're falling behind.
Even the monsters, apparently.
I don't think that's what that is.
That's all that matters, little one.
At that point, you'll walk up to the hunt's keep. She'll be like, yes. Almost like rushed, like dismissed. Like not even looking at who you are at that point.
We did the crab.
Oh, yes. Of course, the crab. Indeed. Do you have proof of the hunt? Of the hunt of the crystalline crustapod?
Who was carrying the actual parts of
That would be
I
me.
assume our butcher, yeah.
in that case?
Yeah, that would be me. I have them.
I would point to Vivi.
All right,
And-
let's see the proof.
I point to Dirk. He has it.
I visibly do not.
She will look straight at Dirk and just say, stop wasting my time. If you have the part and want the reward, I'll give it to you at that point. But I'm very busy right now.
What is the point
I would
of
like-
hiding this? What are you doing? We're literally trying to get paid. Why would you hide this?
Why do I do anything? Why do you eat alone? Away from everyone else.
Just give
I
me the-
knew it! He eats!
No, I
think
don't.
We've never seen it happen.
This is just destroying my image. Give her the stuff.
Fine. I put it on the table.
You'll walk up, you kind of like climb up the bar a little bit and plop down a big chunk of crustaceous meat, essentially, maybe a little bit of a chitinous shell. She'll identify it, kind of look at it, gives it a little sniff before recording it in her journal. This is sufficient enough. You have successfully hunted down a crystalline crustapod. The gourmand thanks you for your service, and here is your reward. And she'll give you a satchel of 50 gold pieces.
Is it protocol that you smell all the meat?
Well, I have to know that it isn't counterfeit.
Good point.
Wait, is that an actual problem that you have?
She'll look at you with a leer and say, not yet. And then push the meat and chitinous material back over to you.
Well, time to make some masterwork equipment with this.
She'll slam she'll close the book down a little bit and says, I hate to put you in such a rush, but when will you be ready for your next hunt?
God, we just
Probably.
got back, woman. Let me just make my stuff first and eat.
Excuse me, she'll say with that tone. You will. Yeah. She will then just kind of like express over to you. You'll call me Huntkeeper Frimmy or not say anything at all.
Huntkeeper Frimmy?
Mm-hmm.
What is your first name?
Frimmy.
What is your last name?
And why do I need to give that to you? We're not close.
Typically, when you have like a title, it's like the title and then the last name. It just sounds like a cute little like nickname you give to a pet if it's the first name.
She'll close the book and lean in over towards you. All right then. What's your title?
My name is Dirk.
Oh,
the
here we go.
Avalanche Slayer, bringer of rain, destruction, and death, bringer of plants and life.
Dirk just looks at this plant. He's just like looking at objects around the room to like talk about.
I thought your first name was Dirkman and your last name was Lee.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Her eyes will slowly, sarcastically glaze over and says, at least with my name, I can finish it within a fortnight. Go do what you need to do then.
Give me that.
Thank you, Huntkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Am I really that little?
Divvy up the gold to 10 apiece. Minus Vivi.
Does Io just constantly hear echoing like nerd, nerd, little, little?
nerd.
She's got like a measuring tape out, measuring like the plant in her like body.
Nerd. But yeah, she'll kind of sigh and look down at this point at Pickles and be like, my apologies for my hastened attitude. We've just been particularly busy. Usually we have a certain amount of reports of creatures wandering across the forest, but they have become quite active as in late, as if something's disturbing the natural ecosystem in the area. So, we need as many hunters as possible, and we are providing God, what's the word? We are not enhanced, but we are providing additional pay for those that can take a hunt relatively soon.
Oh, don't worry, miss. Once we get all prepped up, we'll be ready to hunt as many monsters as you need us to.
Wonderful. Thank you. Just let your compatriots know we are going to be offering double the usual pay that we would give for these creatures.
If I could ask, miss, is this a normal happenstance? Has this ever happened before?
No, not. I mean, it doesn't happen very often. Usually, if there's a storm coming in, creatures will tend to be a little bit more active as they prepare for the incoming disaster. Needless to say, whenever creatures are this active, usually it means something threatening is either approaching or has already arrived. So, you can see where my stress is coming from.
Would I be able to roll anything to see if I know anything more about that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check.
History, I'm not good at that. Hiya! 17.
Good enough, apparently. 50 years ago, the forest and essentially the Hunters Guild, the Hunters Association, had to deal with an increase of creatures rampaging around because there was rumored that one of the... man, I should actually have a freaking number. You know what? That's right. Yeah. One of the 8 dragons of Io apparently landed within one of the forests. And as you know, the dragons of Io are pretty much extinct at this point, and those that are alive have gone so insane that they're all might as well be considered forces of destruction and evil. Once upon a time, dragons did kind of align themselves to good or evil, specifically to the gods of Div and Void, but with the deceased gods and the non-existence of it, dragons that did survive the purge of the gods of Io were powerful enough to do so, but more importantly, went insane in the process. So 50 years ago, it was reported or theorized that a dragon landed in the forest, one of the 8 dragons, and that caused the creatures to migrate and rampage and panic. So a lot of hunters had to go ahead and take care of things. Unfortunately, the dragon was never found. So it is unknown if the dragon had simply departed or something else had happened, but the creatures did eventually settle.
Okay. While we walk and talk, because I don't want to, like, have the hunt keep overhear me pretending that I know more than her. Just, like, while we walk and talk, I relay that to my companions. Except, like, more abridged-y, kind of like how in Frozen 2, how Olaf explained the plot of the first movie to the kids. Kind of like in that sense.
And then there was this big dragon, and then he came around and he was super angry and rah, 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 rah.
Like that.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. As you go to express it at that point in time. Dirk, are you going to go ahead and attempt some work, some creation over in the blacksmith?
Masterpieces.
All right. So, do you have a list of things that you guys wanted?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I did want a shield. That will be the only thing I
Request?
get from here on out.
Okay.
Was there a pool of things to choose from this time, or is this more we just...
It's the same. Yeah.
Same pool.
It's the same system.
There's a
Same-
shield, mace, loot,
Oh,
pauldron, plating, and a drift globe.
We need drift globes, bro.
My loot is out of key. Do you hear it? I need a new one.
Whatever you want, sounds very nice.
Let me go ahead.
No,
and
it doesn't.
Let me go ahead and grab the link again, so you can go ahead and double check on
I
that.
got it.
Okay, cool, awesome, perfect. I will.
For what it's worth, I think your loot is the greatest treasure ever. You see, that's a play on words because loot. Never mind.
I don't get it.
Oh.
That's
Means like loot.
Pickles. Oh. Pats him on the back.
All right. So you will be creating a shield, a loot, and 2 armor pieces. Which armor pieces are you creating? The pauldron or the platings?
Depends on what anybody wants.
Right? I want.
Yeah, I want a plating. I think that's what we're taking.
Okay, both platings. All right, sounds good. So you will once again arrive within the blacksmith. The blacksmith will give you a nod as she seems to be, at this point, getting the coals heated up for a next craft that she's going to be working on. But as those that are issued as blacksmiths are permitted to use the tools that are back there, you may go ahead and start with a hunt check, starting with the... What would you like to start with first?
Let's start with the shield first.
All right. You go ahead and take the parts of it.
Can I give him assistance?
Hot.
Only if you are a blacksmith yourself. Otherwise, you are unable to do so. If you would like to provide a disassistance, you would be able to do that.
Don't talk.
He's thinking about it.
Drop in.
You gave me the option, you know?
I mean, anytime you want to like run around the table or push or like pull at a leg or kind of like lift
I
an
will
anvil up-
attempt to, quote, help.
Oh,
him.
okay.
This
Well,
is literally gear for you. You're hurting yourself.
Actually, it's gear for Pickles, but yes, this is gear for the team.
all right. So you are taking a not help action at this point in time. So Dirk, without realizing this, as you begin to work, you will now have a disadvantage on this shield that you are currently working on. As at that point, you just
Suck it.
yeah.
He doesn't.
Still,
That could have been the loot, though.
still at the distraction at that point type. And also, Vivi, how are you distracting Dirk currently, would you say?
I would like to say that he's like asking for materials or anything like that, and I'm just giving him either way too much or too little.
Gotcha. Like just grabbing a sort of stuff. Well, Dirk, apparently you've begun to get a pretty well handle of the blacksmith's hammer as you managed to craft a very fine shield. The shield itself will cost, I think with an 18, yes, it will cost 6 materials instead of 8 materials. And you craft it very well at this point in time. The shield itself is encrusted with the chitinous, the radiant, if I'm saying the word incorrectly, I apologize. The like a radiant chitinous shell. You can kind of see like the spikes of where this crab used to be. It's very well crafted, finely crafted. Also, at the same point in time, I will let you know, Dirk, if you have a insignia you'd like to place on the shield or kind of give it your own flourish. Since you are the blacksmith, you are able to do that.
100%. All of our gear is going to have a scythe on it.
Okay. You kind of like chisel what is a little scythe kind of off in the corner, or I don't know if you're going like really dramatic with it, but
As dramatic and edgy as possible.
Gotcha. Okay, so Pickles, you will see your shield. Chitinous. My apologies. It is chitinous. Yeah. The shield has the chitin material. It is that dark radiant blue that you saw from the shell itself. And engraved dead in the center, a giant scythe, as it is then handed off to you.
Wow, I love it.
Of course you do. I made it. What's up next?
I helped him.
Well, thank you both very much. I'm just gonna admire it.
Just for my own curiosity, how much materials would we have saved if you'd gotten that 22?
It still would have been the 6.
Oh, okay.
So nothing changed.
So, except it probably would have looked a little nicer.
Loot.
Just
Who wants
imagine.
loot?
Sorry.
Which one of you wants a loot? Oh, never mind. I can deduct this. All right, fine.
I won't help.
Thinking of that scene from Ant-Man where he gives.
I should have helped.
You're getting a shit loot.
You begin to smash at it. Vivi, are you attempting to?
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm specifically not.
Okay, good. So that's how you help by not doing the health. Gotcha. Yeah. So as you begin to work at this, the quality of the loot itself is not of the same as the shield, but still you crafted a rather satisfactory piece of equipment. As you make the loot, you're actually kind of making like the base of it. The strings itself will need to be reattuned by someone that actually knows musical instruments. In this case would be Nexi, as you'd be given the strings to handle kind of like twanging your own loot at that point in time. Because also at the back of the loot, over where the most exposed open area would be, the scythe will once again be inscribed in the back of that.
Excellent.
As you are handed a loot. Because you satisfactorily made this loot, you will use the same amount of materials. You do not gain an additional bonus amount of materials at this point.
Okay.
See, this
I
is
have
what
a,
happens when I don't help you. I'm helping for this next one.
I have a question.
Yes.
If there's like something not on the list that we have an idea for that's not like ridiculous or anything, is it possible to like? So I wanted to make use, because I have the dual wield feat, and it doesn't really matter if I'm using small weapons with it. It allows me to use medium weapons in each hand. Is there any way I can like try to craft kind of what I've got, but just like a die up for like a medium weapon kind of thing?
So you, the weapon already is a medium weapon with, I believe, short swords. Even though they say daggers, it is the damage of short swords itself. So while you would be unable to do so with this material, I will definitely keep that as an option for future materials. But the material for this one specifically would be for the gear that's being currently worked on.
In that case, we will go for the two platings now.
Okay, go ahead and give me if Vivi is quote unquote.
Wait, are you?
I am helping.
Is there a disadvantage is whole control?
Yeah, it would be control if you don't do anything about it. Essentially, if you're just like trying to focus it.
Can I? Because I already saw him fucking with me before. Can I contest this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You
what
can
are we
contest
rolling
this at this point? At this point, I would just say raw d20. So whoever gets the higher amount gets the effect, as you two are pretty much evenly natured on everything.
Fuck.
And Vivi.
Yes.
So as you
will accept my assistance.
Let's just roll a disadvantage.
So yeah, Vivi's just running around at this point. Oh no.
Perfect.
So the plate itself is absolute with a natural one. It is completely messed up. You do everything you can so that Vivi is not trying to dissuade you from what you're doing. But man, it is kind of starting to grate in the back of your mind so much that once you realize the plate is done, you have completely botched up the materials at that point in time. So you guys said you wanted punishments, correct?
So is this going to cost more resources? Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Okay. So with that, the material. So first of all, it's absolutely god awful and terrible. I mean, it literally looks like you just grabbed a chunk of material, slammed some together. It functions. It does the same amount of functioning as it normally would. But at that point in time, it's just taking so much. So I'm actually going to roll an additional d20 to see how bad this is botched up. Okay, that's all right. So it still functions the same as the armor plating would. However, it will cost an additional set of points. So let me see. How much would this normally have costed? This normally would have costed... Okay. So you will actually spend an additional... To patch it up and make it functional, you need to go ahead and at that point spend an additional material to make it function the way it would. So
just one? Okay.
Just one. Mm-hmm.
That's it? Oh, it's not that bad.
Oh, Dirk. Another... masterpiece, I see.
I rolled high enough, so yeah.
I helped with this masterpiece.
You know what?
It's
you sure
perfect.
did. Here you go. This is yours.
He'll patch it on and then walk away, Charlie Brown style.
All right. In character, I was holding my hand out to VV, and so you just yanked it.
Yep, just tuck
All right.
it.
All right. Fuck it.
Goes well with my warp daggers.
That's true.
Oh right, he has the shitty daggers.
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll again for the same thing. Are you
I
fucking with
won't
me?
help with this one. Hey, look, mine.
No.
Yeah, at that point again, once again, an absolute polished piece at this point. Now that you've had the chance to just absolutely decimate a piece to know exactly what you did wrong, you take this piece, you cure out the imperfections, and you create a wonderful piece of plating that costs one less.
Wow. A net loss of nothing. Dirk will immediately slap it on his face, or however it's equipped on the armor.
On his face. Essentially, so the plating, with whatever armor you have, it kind of leaves certain areas open. Not certain areas open, but certain areas to be attached. So that this is kind of like an add-on for the existing armor that you have. So the plating itself are like just like, you know, this chitinous plate that you just kind of like if you, for example, if you have like a breastplate, you would then place it over actual key chest pieces so that they would become more effective without becoming cumbersome. And the same thing would be done with any sorts of that. So that's essentially what the plating options are. Someone mentioned
cool.
it's like decoration slots for Monster
But
Hunter
there's
armor.
no cap. We just keep slapping on more stuff.
There is a cap. It's a plate. It's a plating slot essentially. That is the cap.
There's no cap. We just keep.
I mean, you're free to slap plate as much as you want, but you eventually just have the effectiveness of one of the plates, whatever the top one is. So, so with that, you've created
Nice
the two plating.
no cap.
So you've created 2 plates. And is there anything else that you'd like to build?
You guys wanted some drift globes, right?
I want one. Or we should get one, at least you and I.
Yeah. How much do the drift globes cost to make?
I'm trying to figure out where my
I didn't see the number.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. So, give me 1 second. Boop, boop,
Can
boop,
I
boop.
buy a lantern?
Can you play what?
That's what the low globe is.
Oh yeah.
So it would be the same as the armor piece. It would be 4.
Oh, we got plenty then.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let's try. Do you guys want 3 of them then for all of us without dark vision?
Sure.
Yeah.
That sounds smart.
All right.
Actually, if you want to forego mine and turn the other pieces in, because we've turned in nothing so far.
Oh.
Oh. All right. How much do we have left?
What do you mean
30,
turn in pieces?
16.
The Gormon expects pieces of monster flesh so that it could be used as material for cooking.
Oh
The whole reason we're here.
Right. All right. So let me. All right, so we've done 16. So we have what?
8 left.
We
I
have
mean,
8 left.
this is only our second real creature, so we could still continue gearing up, and then when we're like nice and geared, go back and grind these guys out. And,
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Like
Let's
I think
put that
let's do
all
1 globe,
into-
Okay.
What?
Go.
and then we
go.
can just have 4.
because the frog, like I don't think there's really anything we want from the frog, so we can just turn in a bunch of frog stuff.
That is true. All right. So with that, go ahead and give me 1. Oh, and with a 23. Yep, it's literally, so you take the crystalline part of the shell that actually radiates the light, and you're able to use a bit of glass blowing with it. The blacksmith kind of begins to show you how, and then at that point you begin to smelt it and forge it into this sort of like small orb of emanating light that you then craft into a drift globe, and it costs 1 less material, so it costs 3 instead of 4.
So we have 5 left. All right. I guess we'll save that for the Gorman then.
Yeah,
Works.
you're free to turn that into the Gormon as well.
Alrighty.
Yep.
One more thing. In adding this equipment to our character sheets,
Yeah.
I don't see the actual items listed.
Yeah, I could go ahead and add it for you. No problem. I should have already created it.
Oh wait, I was doing crystalline instead of rest upon. I'm stupid.
No, you're good.
Plating.
You're not stupid.
Now,
Don't say
does that automatically work in terms of damage reduction and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Yeah, so you'll just let me know when you get a resistance to that. So it's nothing that D&D Beyond can unfortunately calculate in.
Okay.
So you just let me know that if it's a source that the plating gives. So for example, with the plating of the crystalline crustapod, it reduces slashing damage by 3 and radiant damage by 5. Anytime you take damage from a slashing source, if I say you take 14 slashing damage, you'd be like, that would be 11 because of the -3. So that's all you gotta do. You just gotta let me
I'll
know.
just save that info in my notes or something. That works.
Yeah. Definitely keep that in.
You can also click
old
on
school.
it in your character sheet.
The item itself?
Yeah, the item name itself, and it'll bring up the little notes.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, that works. Perfect.
Yep. Cool. Yep.
All
All right.
crafting.
You still have materials available for you there that you could use for cooking or whatever you need. But all in all, you feel, besides that one horrifically botched up plating, but you know, I feel like you'd be confident that you know why that happened. You a very well confident. Even the blacksmith kind of like gives you.
Oh, I have one request. Is the drift globe essentially like a giant ball of light that you like hold in your hand?
Yeah, essentially it's a crystalline, it's a radiant crystalline orb that you're able to illuminate.
Okay, can I have chiseled a scythe on there so it shines the scythe like via shadow?
With the 23, absolutely.
The scythe signal.
Perfect. Exactly. I want to aim it to the sky.
Where's my hero?
Absolutely, you're absolutely able to do that.
All right, I'm done here then.
Okay, so you've finished your materials at that point in time. You have some materials left over if you guys decide to cook up some food from the next hunt. As you continue to work on, like I said, just hunters are just kind of like rushing generally all over the place, understanding there's a higher pay and a lot of creatures out. This is a great opportunity just to get a lot of work done, but more importantly, get a lot of gold in their pocket at that point. You would begin to walk past the bar. Once again, same thing. You're just kind of seeing the hunters like leaving the area, just getting ready to fight with whatever has been increased with at that point in time. You walk into the tavern. It's starting to look pretty empty as you're just kind of hearing the general rush of people trying to get out of the Hunter's Haven. What are you all doing at this point in time? As you walk into the tavern,
You want to take the load off?
Walking towards food.
Yeah, Dirk's taking a seat for a minute.
Okay, then you guys will at that point take a seat. Everyone else continues
Vivi
to rush
will
over.
enter the kitchen and notice this individual who I failed to steal from, and I'm going to take a seat further away from this person.
Are you attempting to stay out of her eye contact?
You know what? Let's roll stealth as well. Just be stealthy, specifically from her.
Okay, sounds good. So you kind of like slink away. She continues to munch down on some food that was created. You'll see the individual over here hand her a couple of potions that she purchased before she nods, and then walks by Vivi without a second thought or notice.
Good.
Are we turning in all of the materials, or do we want to hold one for me to cook us some grub? Because I can do that. I'm a chef.
We have 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
May I do that then?
Yes, you can.
Sweet. What do I need?
So as you walk up to the gentleman, and he'll just come over and be like, "How can I help you today?"
Well, hello, good sir. You may or may not have noticed, but I am quite the culinarian, and I would like to help in making some meals for my friends for our future hunt.
All right, come on in. And they'll just kind of like walk over at that point in time and invite you back to the area. The cooking establishments over here is well taken care of, as the Hunter's Haven, especially the Gorbon King, wants the only highest qualities of tools necessary to create anything that needs to be done at this point in time. He'll look over at you and just be like, "So what you making?"
Oh, we're gonna use this crab. We're making seafood.
Oh, okay, all right. Any ideas of what you want? What kind of meal you want to make with that?
Nope.
Oh, all right then, have at it. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna
go
grab
for it.
like handfuls of spices off the racks and like, I don't know, like cooking oil, just anything I can find just around. Because in Pickles' mind,
cooking is as easy as putting warm stuff with other warm stuff.
Okay, all right, sounds good. So at that point in time, go ahead and give me another hunt check for your culinary masterpiece.
Okay, I start marinating the meat, rubbing the spices on it, cutting up the veggies, boiling and washing all of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, 13.
So with that, you create a decent culinary masterpiece for your party members. If they eat the food that you've created, they will gain 8 temporary hit points for their next hunt.
And I will
That's
garnish
okay. I'm
each and
still gonna
every
get
single
nothing
one of
because
them.
You're gonna gamba.
I'm gonna gamba all the way, and I'm gonna add more salt. More salt.
Okay.
I'm gonna carry out all the plates out to the eating place, just like on my arms and one balancing on the wiggler head. Hunt food is served, and I just dish them out.
All right. Let me go ahead and pull one thing real quick. So like I said, we were going to change exactly how the food mechanic worked in this, so it's going to be even more of a gamba material. So this is this is what we're going to go ahead and do. 1 second.
Eric is going to levitate off the floor and be pulled by this aroma to the table where he sits.
I need to go ahead and just get these names down so I can tell you exactly what happens. So just so you all are aware of how this all works, this is all going to be, since you guys wanted a little bit more gamba punishing, everything is essentially a coin flip. If you succeed you can add 3 ingredients to the plate that has been issued, and up to 3 ingredients. And depending on what they are, you will either get a positive side or a negative side, or you could take the food as is. 3 is the maximum that you can enhance. So let me go ahead and get you the names for everything. So we've got that. We've got, let me go ahead and yeah, oh yeah.
My computer is big dead right now. I need to restart.
Yeah, no worries. Do you want to? Do you guys want to take a quick bathroom break while Naomi's doing that?
Sure.
All right.
why not?
Yeah.
I sometimes need to restart a couple of times. Like my Windows is not a fan of functioning properly. But I would take.
I will pee
take
for
the,
a long time. It's okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. We'll take a few minutes, and if you're not back, we'll just move forward. It's okay.
Okay,
Naomi.
yeah. I would take the lowest risk gamba
Okay.
if that's the case. Also,
Yeah.
I'm putting this down here because I can't open Notepad, so I'm just putting this here.
Okay. No worries. No
right.
worries. All right. I'll see you guys in a minute. Go take your bathroom break. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay.
Grabbing snacks.
Okay.
All right, guys. Go ahead and take your break as well, and I shall return. All right, I'm back. Did Brett forget to go to the BRB screen? Nope. I wanted to keep it on that screen. All right.
is it breaking?
Hello.
Hello.
Whoa.
Greetings.
All right. I've got the everything there. Naomi, you doing good?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. I'm living. Okay. So I'm going to go and copy and paste 5 ingredients you currently have unlocked. You can choose up to 3 of them, which simply means you can use like one. If you want to just use one, you can. If you want to mix all 3 to get the biggest gamba, you can go ahead and do that. For each ingredient, you have to flip a coin. So essentially, on a d20, you roll a 1d20. If you roll a 1 to 10, it is the bad result. And if you roll 11 to 20, it's a good result. It's kind of like an enhanced death saving throw, but for the food you eat. So, you know, it's a lot of fun.
It might be a death saving throw, depending on how bad it is.
Yes. In addition to that, pickles, because you have created this meal, you will create this meal. And how many? What did you end up rolling? You rolled a 13. Okay. You are able to roll. You are able to re-roll only one of those results between all the gambas that are being done. The higher you roll in the hunt check, the more opportunities you would be able to re-roll later on. Just so you are aware.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And then
that's each individual person can re-roll once.
No, that is once
You
for
get
everybody.
One for everyone.
One
Yeah.
for
You should use it on yourself.
And at that point, you would literally take the roll and then just roll for yourself at that point in time. So, all right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and give you the 5 listed ingredients. You are also suggested to use the newt cream. So there's other ingredients that provide different elemental resistances. Since you're going to be fighting off against a poisonous frog, you are suggested to use the newt cream, which is the poison resistance, if you do decide to go that route. At each side of the ingredient has a positive, but if you fail, it will give you a negative for the hunt. So I'm going to copy and paste all this, explain what each and every one of them do. Boom. Okay, some of them are also big reward, but also big failure if you don't do that route. Okay, you first have, you can go ahead and have the crab meal with enhanced tofu, which if you succeed will give you an 8 additional temporary hit points, but if you fail, you actually lose all the temp hit points you would have gotten from the meal. You've just completely butchered it. You can add so you could add a lovely ritual water. So when the fight begins, for the next 10 rounds, you get the effect of bless. However, you would get an unbless, which is literally a 1d4 negative that you have to apply on your either attack rolls or saving throws. You apply the unbless once.
That's just not worth it.
Yep. Dragon Spice.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, same. Of course you are.
Dragon Spice. Is a big one. It gives you legendary resistance 1 that you can use during the fight. But if you fail, you get dire resistance, which means the next saving throw, or actually no, not the next saving throw. I get to choose a saving throw that you immediately fail when you would normally succeed. So. That's also a big one. The mystery condiment is a very terrifying condiment. As you look at it, the best way I can describe it, it looks like a flavorless, bland black tar that has mysterious nutrient elements. If you take this, you get 1 use of lucky, which allows you to roll any d20. But on the other side of things, if you fail, you get an unlucky roll, which means I get to choose to have you re-roll a thing once during the fight. At that point, and I promise you I will choose the most inopportune time for you to do that. And then finally, newt cream, which gives you poison resistance for the entire hunt, which means you'll take half poison damage from any poisonous sources, or you'll gain poison vulnerability 3. Now, I'm kind of shaking up a little bit how the vulnerability system works in my D&D games. So instead of it just being a flat vulnerability, that's it. You get something called vulnerability stacks, which means it's kind of like a stacking system of whenever you would take the enhanced damage, you would then lose a stack. So poison vulnerability 3 means you would take double poison damage from 3 sources, from the next 3 sources.
Gotcha.
At that point. So with that, we'll go down the list. Oh, I see. Eric immediately goes in, and with a 13, 18, and 18, oh my gosh. So you gain 8 temporary hit points. You get the bless effect for 1 minute, and the mystery condiment gives you lucky 1. You actually got all 3. That's amazing. You're eating the most delicious meal at this point in time as you go ahead and consume
Oh my God,
all of
people,
that.
so good. Make this for me every day.
Yeah, we'll go down to up. Dirk, what are you adding to your meal?
Dirk will approach it and he will add. He has no intention of eating it, even though he will. He will. First one will be. We're gonna do mystery condiment. We're gonna do ritual water, and we're gonna do newt cream in that order.
Okay, now let's see it. Mystery condiment roll. Let's go. All right, so you get the lucky effect. You get the bane effect for 1 minute once the battle begins, and you get poison resistance for the fight. Congratulations. Make sure you note all of this, and yeah, let me know when that changes.
How much was base temp HP for eating this?
8. So the
16. Gotcha.
So 16 total. That is correct. By eating it plain on its own, it's going to be 8 temporary hit points, but if you added the tofu, it then goes up to 16. All right, so Nexi, do you add any instrument to your material or to your
yes,
to your
I'm
meal?
gonna put my loot in my food.
I knew you were gonna say that.
All right, I'm gonna go for the tofu first. Okay, no HP.
So yeah, it completely neutralizes the flavor, and you do not gain any bonus temp hit points for this meal.
Interesting. Okay, she's gonna for her next bite. She's gonna add some mystery condiment.
Okay, that's a lucky. You get a lucky roll. That's good. That's good.
Okay, and then she's gonna add some newt cream.
Okay. So you get the next 3 sources of poison damage from the creature that you are fighting. You'll be taking double damage.
Damn.
So as you add the newt cream, as it mixes with the tofu, which has already kind of made the meal especially bland, at that point in time, you just, you continue adding the things. The mystery condiment itself has a nutrition value of its own that surprisingly enhances the flavor. But once you apply the newt cream, it sickens you to your stomach. Also, Pickles, you are free at any time to be like, yeah, go ahead and re-roll that, just FYI.
That poison seems rough. Would you like to re-roll the poison resistance?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll toss over just like a little like bottle of sweetener, I guess. Here you go. This helps with the flavor.
Yeah. It's like a better newt cream. Oh, I didn't know there was like different kinds.
And with that, you now gain poison resistance instead of poison vulnerability 3. So at that point, Pickles has saved the meal with the sort of sweetened cream to the food. And yeah, Pickles, you've spent your one reroll, and it was successful. So congratulations.
Yeah, I think that one was drastic enough to warrant.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, really, the taste is like so delicious now. Thank you.
All right. So Hayo, what ingredients would you like to add to your meal, if any?
She's gonna watch everyone else. Just like either absolutely mutilate their bowls of food or enhance them, and she's just gonna look down at hers like, And I will try the newt cream because that seems to work really well for
Okay.
everyone else.
All right, roll a d20. You look around, and then you just squeeze the newt cream upon the crab medley, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
14.
There we go. Yes, you're looking around anxiously as you then squeeze the cream, and then you eat.
I picked up the wrong bottle.
And it just,
the old one.
Your constitution just hates it. So you gain poison vulnerability for the next 3 sources of poison damage.
You know that cream is topical, right?
You have 2 more ingredients that you can
just
add if you'd
frowned.
like. Yeah. You're free to add up to 2 more ingredients, or you could just leave it alone if you'd like.
She just frowns.
All right.
Looks at the food.
Yeah.
Frowning.
You spoon, you eat the food. It doesn't go well with you.
That's
So
all too fitting.
okay, that's all she's putting in. All right. There is 8. All right, so you still get the 8 temporary hit points. We will now go up to Pickles.
I'm just gonna put just the mystery condiment.
Okay.
Only that.
Okay.
A little baby, because my meals are perfect the way they are. Just like me.
No.
Hey.
Cream, it didn't help.
Pickles is perfect. 18.
You gain so you're gonna gain 1 luck, essentially 1 lucky roll, according to the lucky feat, when in the next hunt. So congratulations on that.
Yep.
So do we get like as if the spell was cast, or just
Yep.
1 reroll?
Are you talking about the lucky, or which one are you talking about?
Oh wait, that's a feat. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. It's
Is lucky like inspiration where you can use it on others, or is it just yours?
yours.
No, just yourself.
Okay.
Just yourself. Yeah, you just get
Also,
1.
I'm pretty sure lucky. It's not inspiration. You actually have to take the roll.
Yeah, it's like
That
worse
is correct.
inspiration. Yeah.
That is correct. And you get one roll for that. So yeah, no matter what the roll is, you have to take that roll. That is absolutely correct. So Vivi, what are you adding to your meal?
Ritual water, mystery condiment, and newt cream. And
Oh.
I say to Pickles before adding any of this, while I do agree that your food is good, everything tastes better with salt. So I want to imagine that every single condiment that I'm adding, I am loading with salt.
With different types of salts. Okay, here we
Just
go.
more salt on each piece.
Blessed salt. So there's the Bane. There's the Bane effect right there for the ritual water.
That is bad.
Yep.
Bad
that is-
bless.
Yep. Bad bless.
I take a bite. Oh,
Needs more salt.
Eric takes
Getting
off his
better.
scarf and rings it out in his food.
The
There you go,
mystery
little buddy.
condiment provides
Oh
you
my God.
a use of lucky 1 time.
Needs more salt.
The mystery condiment. What?
Oh, and with the newt cream itself, it just absolutely just twists at your stomach. And with that critical roll, your poison vulnerability 3 will become a poison vulnerability of 4. So you will get 4 failures. The next 4 sources of poison will be double
I
damage.
push the food away and just start eating the salt by itself.
As you each like tablespoon of salt that you throw onto the meal, you can see Pickles like wince and his tail curl. Hey, well, we all have different tastes.
Yeah, they seem to eat ointment. I don't get it.
You're all weird. I'm bringing this food to the blacksmith so they can make better equipment. I'll be right back.
He's gotta forge himself a better spoon.
As you hear the scarfing go out at that point in time. Oh, man.
She didn't
Okay.
like it.
You see stained food across the face of Dirk.
No, you don't. Voice in the sky.
How dare you? Okay, so good news is we still got 8 over there. Everyone's still getting their temporary hit points. That's awesome. All right.
I'm not getting my temporary hit points.
That is correct. Indeed. Sorry. All right, so so sorry. All right, with that and your food consumed, what is the next hunt that you guys are going to be doing? Are you preparing to face off against the frog, correct?
Correct.
think
Where's
so.
the provisioner?
The noxious Anaraba. Oh, the provisioner's over to the west.
I will follow. Eric.
He skips away.
La 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 la. Tap on the desk.
Once the individual come up. Yeah, how can I help you?
Oh, I've seen that there's quite a swarm going on. All these hunters going around everywhere trying to get the next big hunt. You must be low on supplies, I might imagine.
He looks over to the suspicious boxes and then at that point looking over to you and says, not a problem.
Not even healing potions, and I put 4 on the table.
Oh, I see. You would like to sell these to me, is that correct?
Yes.
Well, I will happily take this off your hands for you if you'd like.
Okay.
How does 1 gold piece of potions sound?
Let's make it 1 and 25 silver.
You got yourself a deal.
And how many did you put down?
4.
All right, so he will then, with a smile, hand you 5 gold pieces. Before opening the box and then dropping it and moving it up there. You said 4 or 5?
4. Yeah, that's right.
So 25, 25, so that'd be 5. Okay, cool. Awesome.
All right. Pleasure
Anything
doing
else?
business.
Yes, indeed. Pleasure doing business with him.
I
he will-
knock on the desk as well.
He will look at him and be like,
I think that man might die soon. Yeah, how can I help you?
I need salt.
kind of blinks his eyes a little bit.
What do you mean, like the condiment?
Just give me an entire bag of salt.
He will blink at this to be like,
What do you want a bag of salt for?
I have need.
I mean,
I'll buy it.
oh, well, hey, now you're talking. Now you're talking. All right. So, how many? You want a whole bag of salt?
Yes.
let me go ahead and do a quick calculation here. Seeing how heavy a bag of salt would be. Okay, so at that point in time, he'll look at you and just be like, "Oh, all right then. I could get you a bag of salt. You got a gold?"
Yes. I place over 1 gold.
Well, all right then.
Kind of weird, but he will then lean down underneath the table and pull out what appears to be a linen bag of salt at the weight of 10 pounds. He will then
Nice.
heave it over and hand it over to you.
Here's your salt, I guess. What are you gonna do with this salt again?
Eat it.
I would not advise that, little guy.
The salt. Listen, I need the salt. The other condiments just don't taste good without salt.
I mean,
I've been putting salt on everything.
He
I even put salt in my water.
This individual looks at you and your sickened expression from the newt cream that is now just absolutely bubbling within your stomach at that point in time. The ritual water backfiring as your eyes begin to twitch. The only thing that seemed to ring true was the dragon spice that you applied to your meal. Needless to say, you are not looking good at this individual as he stares at you and says,
what's your measurements? What are you, about 2-3 feet tall?
Somewhere around there, like 2.5.
He'll look at his boxes, look at you, and be like,
Well, little guy, you can eat as much salt as you want. I'll come find you if you're, if you need something.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else I can do for you?
Now we're good.
I'll
be back.
Yeah.
I'll be back after this hunt for more salt.
Yeah, all right. We'll see about that.
As I'm leaving, I want him to see that I literally take a handful of salt and just eat a literal handful of salt from the
You're
bag.
going to die.
your face begins to pucker up a little bit as you take a spoonful of salt. It is at this point the DM opens a notepad and adds a salt counter.
All right.
You think I won't kill myself with salt overdose? I will.
Knowing you.
BB has died of hypertension. All right.
Man, this game got real all of a sudden. All right. So, Nexie, you would walk up to the bar, the individual over here.
How can I help you?
Hello, I want to sell. So I have a loot that I brought from my homeland, and then I have this other loot that I made a little while ago, and then I have this other loot that I got today. So I was wondering if you wanted to buy my second loot, the one in the middle, the one that I got a little while ago. It's called a hunter loot.
Yes, a hunter loot. Oh, that's a standard issued hunter loot, but it belonged to you at one point in time, I suppose. I suppose we can go ahead and redeem it there. Let me just go ahead and see what here.
And he'll pull out an abacus and just start moving some of the rocks aside. just
It's
taking a
still in
look.
very good quality. I know it's used, and so it's not gonna be as much. As soon as you take it off the lot, it's like really small value. So like, yeah, whatever you'll give me for it.
He'll pick up the loot and give it a smell and be like,
some
I wash
exper-
my hands before I play it.
No, it's definitely, this is definitely has not been used that much. I can go ahead and respect that. Yeah. You know what? I can go ahead and take this off your hands. Let's say,
he'll smile a little bit.
I can give you a gold piece for it.
Okay, sounds good.
He'll chuckle a little bit at this point, realizing that everyone's extremely trustworthy of the prices that he's been giving. Places the loot there and hands you a piece of gold and say, well,
Here you are. Thank you very much. Oh, wait, weren't you the one that bought the socks?
Yes, I washed them, and
Yeah, good?
I actually I haven't put them on yet. She holds them up from her belt. Are they dry?
I would say at this point they've definitely dried off a little bit. Yes.
She holds them up. Wow, they even smell nice. They smell like the soap. Oh my god! She holds them out to him excitedly, like, smell it, smell it.
He holds his hand out. He's like, that's not necessary.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna be very great. I'm gonna go put them on right now. Bye.
Yeah, if you need more socks. He looks over at the boxes again. Oh, she's gone. As you at that point, like, run over.
She's like pull the chair back so that like the legs squeak against the floor, and she excitedly like shoves off her boots, and she's like, she puts one sock on. She's like, oh, so nice.
Have a good one.
All right, so you place the socks over there. With the provisions purchased and sold, you arrive back at the pub. While you continue looking around, like I said, people just kind of keep leaving the area as more and more hunts become available. And also the double price tag has definitely motivated even the laziest of hunters who wish not to inspire anything. Your instructor, once again, sitting there and drinking an ale, back face to you. What are you all doing? Are you all ready for your hunt? If so, I can take you.
50 gold for that hunt, right?
That is correct.
I am personally ready. I've got nothing left else to do.
I'm
Yeah,
ready
I'm
as
good.
well.
I'm just trying to see how much gold that actually is for each of us.
10, because Dirk
10.
gets your 10, right?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
Yours is like servant or something.
Reluctantly eats another spoonful of salt.
I'm actually, upon realizing that, I will now take another spoonful of salt.
The salt counter increases.
I don't know if you're serious about that salt counter, but I'm
Oh,
serious about me continuing
Like
to eat.
Poison counter and magic.
I am absolutely serious about a salt counter. As you continue to consume salt, I would even say with that second spoonful, you begin to feel your body like this is not the best idea in the world. As you
Level 1
continue
exhaustion. Give it to him.
to
No
eat
balls.
salt. You're not there yet.
Oh, that's the spirit, VV. Be thirsty. Thirsty for the hunt. Yes. Well, shall we get a move on? Got a frog, an actual frog this time, people.
Really good. Like my throat is like completely dried out from all the salt.
So once again, you will depart upon the airship. The last one that is leaving the area, as all the other many ships have at that point departed with other hunters who are just scattering across the forest to face off against the creatures that are around. You would land back in the typical landing area where you have last reported the frog to be. You understand that from the information that has been given to you by the Hunters Guild, the following: that the noxious Anaraba, which is what the creature is called, essentially is a poisonous frog. It has a great range of movement with its hopping abilities, but more importantly, it uses poison a lot against its foes and can typically be found in areas with water. So, with that, you will arrive.
I don't need it.
back at the area. So with the map that you know and that you are aware of, also I think I might have other creatures here. Hold on 1 second. Boop boop boop. Nobody look. Stop looking at me. Stop looking
I heard
at me.
3 boops. That's at least 3 creatures.
Boop 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 boop.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, get down.
Back on the airship, people.
They're coming from the trees. The trees are attacking. Oh, okay, so sorry about that.
It's all cliff racers.
Since at this point in time you have thoroughly explored areas before, I am willing to let you fast travel to new areas that you haven't been in at this point in time. Yeah, so this is the starting area that you typically start off with. You are aware that to the southeast is a cave that you have visited, including the mysterious rune stone.
Is that the thing we can do? Was that each hunt or each level that we can do that?
Each hunt. You can go back to the rune stone to investigate it further if you'd like to go ahead and do it. Also, Hayo, aka Momo, I looked more into your character and why you had all the psi abilities. That was the fighter tree that you chose. So you still have those abilities and you are able to use those freely if you want to go ahead and use psi attacks with your daggers, tossing that ability that you do. And I apologize for being so fucking confused last time because I had actually never seen that before. So yeah, you're good. You did everything fine. And then your character sheet is exactly the way it's supposed to be. You're essentially a magical fighter that is able to use a variety of psi powers essentially to strike at your foes. All right.
I'll smart them to death.
You smart. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
I
Eric
know.
can make potions every time, right?
Oh, what were you saying, Naomi?
Eric can make potions every time, right?
So every time you enter an area of the forest, you can go ahead and look for materials and create new potions if you so desire.
I'm saving it for somewhere else this time.
Okay. Yes.
I have 2 quick questions.
Please.
So I can prepare spells with my new loot. How many spell slots do I have?
Let me go ahead and look at your character sheet, and I will actually get that set up for you right at this moment.
I don't know how to do spells in D&D Beyond yet. I also don't know how or where to add the Crystal Crystapod loot weapon feat, specifically the weapon feat.
Yep,
because I already added the weapon.
I'm going to go ahead and add that for you right now.
Okay.
And it'll actually be really cool. All right, so you got the crystalline loot. Very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Crust upon loot. Go ahead at this point. You will refresh your... Let me refresh your character sheet. Yeah, go ahead and refresh your character sheet. Okay. Go to features and traits, and go all the way down to the bottom of that sheet. You will see feats. You will see crustified loot. When you click that, you'll see that you have vicious mockery. But more importantly, I want you to go to the manage feats section right above it. You will see the crust. Yeah. No. You're good. You're good. So do you see
manage feats? Yes.
Yep. Click that. You'll see Crustapod Loot Weapon Feat, which should already be selected, and a blue exclamation mark.
Yep.
When you select that exclamation mark, that is where you'll be choosing your spells.
Okay.
And these are all the bard spells that you get that you can go ahead and apply right now.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome.
And Vicious Mockery is just in there automatically?
Yep, that is correct.
Awesome.
It already comes equipped with Vicious Mockery, and you can choose a bunch of other spells.
This is so convenient. Ooh.
So, there it is. Yeah, once you apply that, you'll have the spells learned at that point in time. The only thing, I need to change one more thing with Hayo. Hayo, one of the spells you chose was a cure spell that I gave to another character. It isn't actually an arcane spell. So make sure you change the cure wounds to something else in the managed feat section.
Rude.
I know, very rude. I will remove it for you there. Everything else is good. Okay, so
I don't know how to choose them.
Oh, no worries. So if you go to features and traits, select manage feat. You'll see the blue exclamation mark Dilamaru Tome weapon feat in the managed feats. And when you select that, you'll have a spell details, choose a spell, and then just choose any other spell besides the cure spell.
Wait, so how does this determine how many spell slots I have? Where does that exactly?
Oh, those are your spell slots. You do each of those once a hunt.
So I can't hypothetically use Healing Word 3 times, or I can?
You can. You would just select Healing Word
okay,
3
okay.
times. Yep.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yep. So essentially, you get like those are your 3 slots at that point in time.
Makes sense.
And at the cantrips, that other cantrips you select, you can just use as many times as you want. Okay, I believe everything is set. So, with the fast travel unlocked, you guys said you wish to head over to the area where you saw the runestone, correct?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and take.
What was the rule? We had to hit like a 20 Arcana or something like that.
To gather
Oh,
more
God.
information on that. That is correct, and it can only be done
By
by
Hayo, right?
your nerdiest of individuals.
None of
AKA
you are
Hayo.
proficient.
None of you are nerd proficient, essentially. Yeah. So once again, as you continue to stroll through the forest, for the one thing that's extremely unsettling is the fact that there were a bunch of wildlife and creatures that were just scattered throughout the woods. And while the Hunters Guild basically mentioned that there were creatures rampant apart this part, the area that you are in seems to be relatively empty and quiet. That I'm sorry.
Waves off the airship. Get out of here! I'm trying to have a moment.
No, I thought fucking Naomi actually had like a trombone or something. As the back so once again, you will get over to the ruined stone. It hasn't illuminated or moved at any point in time. And yes, what do you do as you return back into this? As you return to this area, Hayo, you'll notice the stone once again that you attempt to try and learn more about. Would you like to make another attempt?
Yes.
So for that, go ahead as you begin to study with your book. Give me another Arcana check.
Give her the buff, Russ. She needs it. No.
As you once again scatter through your book to try and learn more about this. Yeah, again, frustration just washes over you at this point as you continuously study at the rune. Unfortunately, unable to discern more information at this time.
How much
Come on,
time has
guys.
passed
Let's
between?
cheer on our friend. Nerd! Come on, nerd! Come on!
How much time
Cry
has
and
passed?
run away.
Go on. What were you saying?
How much time has how much time has passed between the last hunt and now?
The 2 hunts, I'd say it's been about a few hours now. You've had the
Okay.
chance to actually do like your full rest, get nice and comfortable since you're able to full rest between each hunt. Yeah, I would say it would definitely have been several hours at this point in time. So
Okay.
the new hunt the old hunts may still be fresh in your mind. But if, like as mentioned before, if you wish to spend some time in the Hunter's Lodge, kind of learning more about this, you would be able to lower the DC of it. So with that, you are unable to discern any more information about this that you've already learned at that point, as Hayo has at this point scampered off into the trees and quietly hides up and rolls in a little ball, just sobbing.
I hunt for Hayo.
You at that point,
I will follow.
you will see a trail of tears go up here into the northeast.
Eric will stop, dip his finger, taste it. Yeah, that's Hayo, all right.
What, she left like 4 seconds ago. Why are you she's right there. I can hear her.
Vivi, free salt!
Huh?
Points the tears.
Oh.
I throw some salt on the tears.
The salt itself absorbs the consistency of the tears.
I then taste it.
As you taste it, you get a general sadness, wondering what you're doing with your life.
More salt.
With that, yeah, you'll kind of like walk up into the trees. You'll see Hayo just balled up in a corner right there. Eric
Hayo,
slowly
are you-
approaches.
Are you all right?
I'm a failure.
A failure in which way?
I can't even read a stone. How am I supposed to read spells to protect my friends if I can't even read a fucking stone?
But you can read the stone. None of us can even comprehend what it is. You're the one who can. Nudge
Hayo.
Vivi.
Hayo, you are like the smartest person in this entire party. So don't worry. You're doing a good job. And if you can't do it, we sure as hell can't. That was supposed to be motivational somehow. You want some salt?
Eric puts a hand on the paw and just shakes his head.
I offer a handful of salt.
Next, he comes up and starts playing a music box that plays Happy Birthday for some reason.
You see, Hayo, we're all special in our own way. I can't even do that.
We each have our own abilities. Eric is smelly. You're smart. I've consumed more sodium than is even humanly possible. I look at Eric.
What we're saying is we need you. We need you out there with us. Not in a tree balled up in a little halfling ball.
Alright.
We're a team.
I'm going to just study harder then.
And we'll be proud of you for it.
You can do it. We believe in you.
Nodders. Nodders.
Nodders.
Now let's go kill a stinky toad.
And with that, Hayo, you will get back up, feeling motivated, inspired by friends who have gathered around you at a time of need. And with that, we'll be rewarded with 1 inspiration.
Oh,
Man, I should go on a mental breakdown.
Soon. Very, very soon.
Dirk suddenly questions his life.
Anyway, I simply looked to Eric. She didn't want it. You want the salt?
No. No, thank you.
More for me. I eat the salt.
Oh my god.
Vivi, with your very spirited speech, the salt just leaves your system at that point in time as your heart, so full, begins to pump out the sodium. I will then remove 1 point from the salt counter, only to then add that point back as you consume more fucking salt.
Can I make a medicine check to see where he's at?
Yeah, absolutely.
14.
He has consumed an unhealthy amount of salt. While at this point in time, nothing negative is going to compound upon him. As Phoebe continues to consume the salt, exhaustion will fall over his body, and inevitably death.
Vivi, I'm not a doctor, a shaman, anything. I'm just a man, but that is entirely too much salt for any being.
But it tastes so good.
I tried.
Damn.
Well, I gave it an attempt.
Oh,
How do you flip your character again?
Select the token and type !flip in the chat. And it will hopefully work. Hey, there you are. At that point, you can also press the up key and it'll type out the last thing that you have inputted.
Yeah.
All right, with that, would you like to go to the unexplored area to the west where you've heard the rushing water?
There has been a river there.
Yes.
We gotta gather materials there. Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is it finally time to actually go to the river?
Yeah.
You mean not just accidentally going there over and over again?
3 times in a row.
All right. Give me 1 quick second, because a couple of things have happened that have involved me to make some extremely pivotal changes.
Are you saying other characters influenced our area? Give us their names.
Who did this?
Wait, if you sprinkle salt on frogs, do they shrivel up like slugs?
No.
Oh,
We're gonna find out. Question: do you ask that question out loud?
No, that is not in character, unfortunately.
Wow,
Okay, then I
everything
will
is
not
in
attempt
character except this.
If I'm talking in Scott voice, it's not being a narrated Dirk thing.
I just have to ask because if you mention it, I will try it. But if you don't
Right.
mention it, I'm gonna continue to eat it instead.
Alright.
Neither of these options are healthy. But
I mean, dumping salt on a frog might do something, you know? Might blind it, might
I'm gonna-
make it uncomfortable, might make it itchy.
I'm gonna continue to just randomly consume salt.
Oh my god.
DM is rolling. I don't like this.
Okay.
He's only rolling a D. Oh no, there's the D100. That's the one I don't like.
19% fucked.
19% salt.
I'm a Call of Cthulhu player. When a DM rolls a D100, bad things happen.
Yeah.
Just roll a 69 forehead.
Hey.
Hey, oh, it's not even.
It's literally just a coin that says 69.
Not
I just
nice.
dropped it there.
Just throws it on the table.
There it is. Give me one more second. Sorry. Like I said, a couple of things
It's a
have.
69-sided die, and every side says 69.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You just roll it and then wiggle your eyebrows at the person that you rolled it towards.
They then promptly walk away and wonder why they're friends with you.
And then somebody else is there with a kazoo on the side. Like, anyway.
No, you're good. I have to do a thing. No worries, everything's going to be okay. Smile.
Heard that before.
I hope not. Things are not okay, they're interesting.
Things are not okay.
Never gonna hunt again. My long legs got blown off by the DM.
I'm
Okay.
never gonna eat again the way I ate with salt.
All right.
I play the kazoo.
that was ready, really aggressive. Now play
Aggressive.
the kazoo.
That was the quietest because
Now play the kazoo. All right. I have to make some changes to the map.
Guess otherwise I could have said Q kazoo.
Cuckoo kazoo.
Dude, I'm so kazooted right now.
Originally, I was going to be like, "Hey, yo, we should."
Yeah, what's up?
You know what? I'm disappointed more in myself than anything. Just fucking open that door. All right, I have to make. As long as you're proud of
Bahroo.
yourself.
Hey, you wash your hands. Don't you touch that stuff. You understand.
All right, getting the things exported, and oh, okay.
What's happening?
Hey, buddy, you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Man, so much downtime. I might need to eat some more salt.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's not in character downtime. We're not just standing waiting.
I know.
For God.
Gonna, like recalculate, and we're gonna have to wait longer and longer. Every time he recalculates, you take some more salt, and he keeps recalculating, and you keep
You're
taking.
just
more
adding
salt.
more processes.
Yeah,
My hand slowly reaches towards the salt.
I'm telling you, your next character should be a construct just made of salt.
I will do it if this character dies of salt overdose.
We just reanimate you because you already have enough salt to become a construct.
Yes.
One
BB
more.
Golem.
One more roll.
5 out of 8. That sounds great.
It ain't though. All right.
Heck.
So with that, all right. I shall move you over. You're going to the river, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I will be gathering you all up now, so that I may
Let's
take.
gather your party.
Gather.
Rolling down a river.
Ooh.
What happens when you put like 10 pounds of salt in the river? Does that kill anything?
Oh,
Probably
I'm sure
not.
that'll harm a lot
10
of
pounds of salt? No,
sensitive
probably not, no.
The salt is
wildlife.
harmed, I guess.
All right. So here we go. As you begin to gather round. This it? Oh, this is. I think this is it. Yep. Make sure this is the song I want. It is. Perfect. As you gather round, you look within the area of the forest and something has gone amiss. As this strange energy is leaking and rippling out from the ground underneath. As if the dirt itself that you press off against is sort of like condensed and muddied a little bit. The earth underneath you is being devoured by something.
Can we do any? I feel like that's an Arcana check, right?
You are free to do an Arcana or a History check at this point in time.
Ooh, +0. +0. All right.
Another
Heck.
thing to say in that.
Okay. Is anyone else? Oh, there we go.
Why couldn't I handle that earlier?
All right, so Hayo and Nexi, you will know that this energy that's leaking from the ground right now is an entity that has been long forgotten but has surfaced recently within the continent of Kathos off to the west. Specifically, it is the Void. As the Void energy itself is beginning to spread, you have actually recalled from some documentation that this is essentially part of the corpse of the dead god Void from 500 years ago after it had been killed. Its influence is said to only spread around the continent of Kathos, but if you're seeing evidence of Void here on a completely different continent, then something has happened within Io.
Damn it, Summer!
Yeah. How did Summer cause this?
It
She's not even
may,
in our campaign, and she's sandbagging us.
I will. I also will let you know above board that this may be related to something that Summer's party has recently done. A couple
Yes,
of weeks
she's
ago.
been very proud of it in DM.
So, and with that, you will see the creature that you were tasked to hunt. Off in the distance as a giant toad, frog, the noxious Anaraba, begins walking around, but a little loosely at this point in time. But it also appears to be different, as the Void has marked the creature. You are now facing off against essentially a harder, modified version of the creature that you were going to hunt. It is
thank God I'm weak to his damage.
Tempered.
Yeah, it is no longer, it's simply the noxious Anaraba, but a Void noxious Anaraba. As the Void energy has tapped within this creature.
Is this void energy like a known thing in this area? I know you said it's not from like this continent, but is that like something people would know about?
No, this is the first evidence of it that you would have seen.
Gotcha.
The hell's this?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Can I do a hunt check from this distance?
You are free to do a hunt check at that point in time.
Can May I do my alchemy check to find any maybe flora that's been affected by the void?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and do your alchemy at that point in time.
11.
with an 11, you will definitely find that the wildlife in this area, or the flora of this area, have definitely become manipulated by the void. You can extract the materials and attempt to make a potion from it, but you are uncertain of what the outcome would be.
I am interested and will do so.
All right. You create one void potion.
Okay.
All right. So
What is it? Is it like undulating on the ground, or is it just like a static thing?
Yeah, is it like liquid or?
It's pulsating out of the ground a little bit and does seem to have a liquid tendency. It is essentially what you have learned from across the ocean, is that it is essentially part of the dead body of the god Void that was killed 500 years ago by the fallen 8 heroes.
Are they like fleshy tendrils, or are they?
It's more liquidy, almost as if it was like a
Like a
visceral
semi-solid?
blood. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, as it's kind of
Ooh,
like
that's viscous.
Yeah, as it's leaking from the ground a little bit. With an
Nice.
18 hunt.
Yes.
So this is, you will see the creature at this point in time. I'm going to also make a roll real quick.
Also, not to like completely derail the session, but I did find out it takes about half a pound of salt eaten within quick succession in order to kill a 160-pound person.
What about a cat?
Maybe half as much.
It'd probably be about half as much.
It also depends on like constitution of the creature and things like that, but this is good to know.
Yeah, just thought I'd let you know.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate that. That's going to be good for the salt counter. Wizards is going to let me use my salt counter, damn it. As you do your hunt check, the creature will also take notice of you all that have entered the area.
So, as little as a quarter teaspoon of salt consumption can be toxic to cats that weigh 10 pounds or less. Half a tablespoon for cats that weigh 10 pounds or more.
I would like to
am a
unsubscribe
big-
from Salt Facts.
I
How
will.
big of a cat are you?
Like 3 feet
I'm a
tall.
tabaxi, not a cat.
Let's see. How much does
I'm a human, not a chimpanzee.
Anyway, how about this D&D?
So I will request no one move any further as the creature has become aware of you. With the hunt check, I meant to finish typing this out, but here we go. No, you're good. So recently, as some people may have noticed from other D&D sessions that I've been doing with the other campaigns, I have been doing a couple of things to level up the combat encounters a little bit with some even more mechanics. So you now have a lot of things that you can learn about the creature, and I'm going to give you the full list now. Also, I would like you to know, Naomi, that Summer speaks very highly of your note-taking
She is the
skills
best
and encounter.
note-taker.
Yeah.
Quite good.
Oh.
Get the Google Doc ready.
I mean, are you okay? Like, how much more information are we talking? Because is this like Google Doc status, or is this still like Discord status?
I'm
wiggling my fingers.
I'm going to give you a list of things, and
Okay.
then you're going to tell me what you feel that means.
All right.
Yeah. So, with that, I'm going to give you 1 second. What did you roll, by the way?
An 18.
Okay, yeah, that'll be enough to discern. That'll be enough to discern some information. I need to also go ahead and
Good job, Scholar.
okay, so before you get to ask for meta information, aka what's their AC, what's their stats, what's their hit points, you must successfully identify 3 of the qualities that makes up the creature. So at least 3 of these. And now here's the list of things that you can learn from. I'm going to copy paste.
Okay.
You may learn one of those things. The list are as followed: powerful creature, solidified concentration, action turn, concentration turn, move action, or move turn, conjure turn, enrage turn, Yeah, let me go ahead and do that as that. Turn. The Anuraba sack. Damage resistances, damage immunities, and condition immunities. By the way, for resistances and immunities, if I do not list that they exist, that means they don't have any. So you don't have to be like, hey, what's this immunities? And I won't have to be like, none. You'll just know right off the bat that the creature does. But if I do list it, that means they do have that. They do have a resistance. They do have immunities. They have those things. With that,
we got this team.
What would you like to learn more about? An A team will be successful at this.
I want to learn about the conjure action. Conjure.
Conjure.
Okay. No.
So, what I will tell you about that is that on this creature's conjure turn, or conjure action, which takes place on an initiative of 1, this creature will summon 2 voidlings within 60 feet of itself. However, if the creature is dealt radiant damage this round, it will instead attack twice with a barbed tongue at 2 separate targets. So you can actually circumvent its summoning ability.
Okay.
But you must do radiant damage successfully during that round. I will there do this.
Any of us do
Any of
radiant
us
damage?
are any of us even capable of doing that?
I can.
Go get him, Pickles.
Is the
Can I
shield
get up in
a
there?
cleric thing?
Hmm?
Is the shield a cleric thing?
It most certainly is.
Ooh, all right then. Never mind.
It is a paladin weapon. It gives him the
Paladin,
ability to
yeah.
smite.
Go mess him up.
Yeah. So boop, boop. That would be for that.
Oh.
So, you've learned one thing. Okay, so another part of this leveled up experience is well, go ahead and I'm gonna pull up the initiative window. So go ahead and roll initiative. Make sure your token is selected, and then roll initiative. You don't get to know the creature's initiative unless you have successfully scanned it. You will just know when it goes when, after a certain person's turn, I go, this creature does a thing.
I can't select my token.
It must have been from all that salt. Make sure that you're make sure you have selected move selected on roll 20. That the icon in the upper left. Yeah.
I'm Doom.
Mid Doom. Since you did learn the conjure turn, I will add that to the initiative counter. And you will know that this takes place on an initiative of 1. All right. So we got 1,
It's good
2,
that conjures last.
5. Just know that that is not going to be the only thing that this can do.
So we also don't know how many initiatives it has, yes?
That is correct. That is 100% correct. So,
All right.
with that, the creature aware of your ability, it seems to have a sort of heightened sense that the void has given it. Its eyes appear a little more lifeless, and yet the nature of its ability to strike at its foes still imbued within it. You will now be facing off against a void noxious Honoraba. Good luck. Let me go ahead and
Let's fight some tempered monsters.
All right. Vivi, it is now your turn.
I will begin by doing a hunt check.
Okay.
Nice. That sure is a frog.
Yeah, 7 is not sufficient.
All right. Cool. Well, then I'm going to use my last tipped arrow.
Okay.
I'm tipping.
Gosh, how far is that?
All right. So, I think you
But I also have bad bless.
Yeah. I think you rolled damage. I don't think you actually rolled the attack.
Oh, no. I rolled damage. I did not actually roll the attack.
That is correct.
There.
Hey, 13. So you're attacking at what's the range that you're attacking at? That's a pretty big range. I believe
it's like 200 to be able to like keep going.
Yes. So, but there are 2 ranges. So I believe
there's an optimal range and then there's a max range.
Yeah, your max range is 320. So you are out of optimal range, which means you'll be rolling at a disadvantage if you're firing from there.
Oh, really?
Yep. 80 is your typical range with that.
I would still move closer. I already know that's gonna miss, but I would still move closer.
Yeah, go ahead and move closer. And yeah, so you can roll again.
Oh, I wouldn't roll again. So it's still the same roll.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you got it also there.
I will feline agility up to here.
Okay.
Nixie's gonna call out after she learned the hunting. If anybody has radiant damage, do it now.
I can't do that. Anyway.
All right.
I do a tipped arrow and 13.
And 13 will miss. 14.
12.
Yeah.
12. I have bad.
That's
bad.
right. That's
Oh,
right.
wait, no.
No, I
Wait,
think
did I have? Hold on. I gotta scroll up. Did I have bad?
I think the one thing you got was the bless. So you actually have a bless.
No. The one thing I got was the mystery condiment.
Ah, yes.
Have a lucky.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so with a 12, that will miss. Okay. Ending your round at that point, I believe. Pickles, it is now your turn.
All right. Firstly, I'm going to start off with a dash, which will increase my movement speed up to 60 feet, and then with a bonus action, or actually, no, I don't think it is a bonus action. Let me check just to make sure. No, just like, full action dash and use my feline agility to double that even further to 120 feet.
That is correct.
Just
You're
get
zooming
down on all fours and start to pounce towards this frog with my shield on my back, my trusty spade at my side.
Okay. you begin dashing over to this frog-like creature.
My
its
wiggler
eyes,
head wobbling rapidly as I move.
You see it just stare over at you, its eyes beginning slowly blinking at you at that point.
And
go on.
Once I reach this spot, just like take a defensive stance and hold out my shield and my spade and start bashing it against each other. Come on!
Oh.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Hayo. These are actually really good initiative rolls. It is your turn.
Okay. I'd like to make a hunt check.
Okay. A 12. You may learn one of the listed things that I've listed up there above Naomi.
Damn. Okay.
It is a lot.
Here,
Dang it.
you just use this and choose from the ones that are not.
Oh, also, there was one I forgot to add, Naomi, susceptible to rage. Make sure you list that as well.
Okay.
Dang. Okay. I'd like to learn its damage resistance.
Okay. It is resistant to cold damage.
We could also. Everybody can hunt check, so don't forget to hunt check.
Does that mean it's resistant to ice specifically?
Anything that does cold damage, it will take half damage from.
Okay, what about just ice? What if it doesn't deal damage?
If it
Can it
doesn't
still be affected by ice?
Oh, it's gonna get a brain freeze.
Yeah,
You're about to say chill touch. It's not ice.
Yeah, so if you're just like ice in general, it really would depend on the effect. But the side effects of it, as long as it doesn't deal with its conditional immunity, it would still be susceptible to.
Very good.
But any damage sources, it will take half from if it's cold damage.
Very good. How do I measure again? Oh, there we go. Holy crap, Ollie, that's far away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do that.
Oh my god, watch it have like a fucking 80-foot leap. Boing.
That's a good idea. We probably shouldn't group up.
It's gonna butt stomp us.
At least hip check us.
Oh, you don't want to snuggle?
Not
Not in the void,
violently.
no.
You don't want to cuddle the void?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I'll move here.
Okay.
I will, Oh man, I gotta schmoove. Okay, I gotta get over there.
Don't forget you can
Alright.
ready actions.
I will, I will ready, if it's even possible, can I ready absorb elements?
Yes, you can.
And I will ready that. I will cast it over myself.
Okay. You can absolutely do that. All right. Ending your round. Does that end your round?
Yes.
Okay, Eric, it is now your turn.
While I was inspecting the void flora, does it have a smell?
What does void smell like?
Particularly, does it smell anything similar to what Vivi had, that strange fleshy egg?
Oh, no. I would
Okay.
say the void would kind of have like there definitely is like a rotting smell to it as it begins to mix up with the nature around it, but it also gives you the smell of something like almost burning.
Okay. Strange. All right. I'm going to swap to my light crossbow, and then bonus action dash.
Okay.
And then I'll ready a shot when it gets into 80 feet of me.
Okay. At the end of Eric's turn, I need to go ahead and do a quick measurement real quick.
Hunt check. Hunt check.
Oh yeah, I should have hunt.
You still can, and action hasn't taken place.
Oh, thank you. I will hunt check.
Okay.
16.
With a 16, you can successfully learn one of the things.
You can sex it.
You can
I
sex
can-
Guys!
Hey!
Guys, stop it! I'm embarrassed!
In
Stop!
fact, I want to learn about its sack.
Some
An
people
Aruba
like
sack.
Some people like monster girls. I like monster girls.
Hey. What's wrong with that?
All right, so now you are able to target the Anaraba sack. When 40 damage is successfully dealt to the Anaraba sack with piercing or slashing, the creature will gain 3 stacks of vulnerability. The Noxious Anaraba's poison spew and noxious gases DC will decrease by 2. This will also reward additional Noxious Anaruba carbs. If a scholar identifies this, that you only need 25 damage to the sack to break it.
But it
Damn.
still requires piercing.
Or slashing.
Or slashing.
Nice. Don't worry, my arrows with disadvantage will definitely do it.
Consume salt.
Oh, you know.
All right.
Well, since I know that, can I ready my action to aim for that?
Yes, you can.
I'll do that. That's it.
Okie dokie. You have now learned 3 things about the creature. If you wish to know more meta things, you are more than welcome to ask, like hit points, AC, things like that. Okay, so at the end of Eric's turn, I'm gonna do a thing. Okay, you will see the creature at this point in time, Pickles, just look at you, and it gives off a croak. And that is its turn. Wait. Oh, actually, man, that initiative jumps real big, doesn't it?
Oh, you poor animal, uncertain of your own doom.
As it croaks at that point in time, it will open up its mouth slowly and just hawk a poisonous spew over at you. So, let me go ahead. Yeah, just like that. Just like that.
God, it's got acid reflux.
I feel for your frog.
Kind of.
Legitimately. Poor little thing.
Yep, right there's good. Let me go ahead and double check. Yep, right over there. And then let me double check a thing. Yep. I have to do an aura, and a poison will actually splatter across the ground. right over here. I need Pickles to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
That is a
Nat 20.
critical success. Because of the nat 20, instead of taking half the damage from the poison, you will simply take no poison damage this time.
I continue to bash my shield with my spade. Come on!
You're just standing in the only solely poisoned spot as you're like, ding, 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 ding. All right.
My master's thrown me in worse.
Oh, man. This is opening up so many sad doors. Nexie, it is now your turn.
Okay, she's gonna 35. Wait, is sprinting is a full action for me, right? Like another extra movement.
If you want to take a dash action, you can go ahead and move your speed again. That is correct.
Dash action. Okay, what's my bonus actions? Let's see real quick. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hunt check.
Okay. With a 15, what would you like to know?
I would like to know how many initiatives it has.
Okay. So for that, I will simply let you know about the powerful creature trait. Then is the way that you'll be able to answer that. The creature is infused with great power and is able to take the following turns in one round: a concentration turn, a move turn, an action turn, and a conjure turn. So it has 4 initiatives.
Okay. Cool. Ruler. Oh my god, I always forget how to do this.
I will also let you know that this round it has completed 2 of those turns.
Okay.
Do you have bonus action spells?
It's only healing word, so not really. I could ready an action, or I could just try to get closer.
I'd say just get closer.
Yeah. 1, 2. Did oh my god, did Wiggles seem to take any negative effects from running over the void-looking ground?
Did you say Wiggles?
Pickles the Wiggles.
I know. It's such a great name. I just love it.
I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names.
No. It's okay. I like that.
I'm gonna start calling him Wiggles now.
Yeah,
wow, she has a pet name for the cat.
I love it.
Oh no.
Wiggles.
I was so sure of that one. Oh my god.
Repeat what you asked. I'm sorry.
Oh
yeah.
Did anything seem to happen when he ran over the void ground? Like the.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
He just. It's just.
Excellent.
It's still very early onset, so it's just kind of like pulsing through. You do kind of feel like a little bit of a squish underneath your feet as you walk over the void, but nothing negative for combat.
At the moment. Okay, that's my turn then.
Ring's hand. Okay, all right. Dirk, it is now your turn.
Oh man, I am in the boondocks out here. All right. I'm going to bonus action dash to 1 second. Ruler. I don't want to get. You don't want to group up because of that AOE. I'm going to move. Yeah, here. And so the creature is covered in substance that looks like what's on the ground, right?
That is correct. But the substance that's on the creature seems to be a little more volatile, more active.
Okay. Since I can't do anything offensive, well, first off, I'll hunt check.
Ted is not high enough.
Fair enough. Can't do anything offensive. One thing Dirk would try is taking a dagger and just sort of sticking it, like stabbing the ground where the viscous, substance is, and just seeing if, like, he's like looking for, some kind of like hive mind connection between the substance and the one that's on the frog.
As you begin to like dig into the dirt itself to try and find a sort of quote unquote hive mind, it just keeps going. Whatever this element is, it's in deep. And go ahead. You know what? Go ahead and give me a investigation check or survival check if you'd like.
Already.
And that's as much information as you would know at this time.
All right, Dirk will just continue looking at the weird shit. That's it.
All right. At the end of Dirk's turn, you will see the creature once again give a croak. We'll look over at Pickles, the only one that's within the area. And will... Oh, God. Yep. You will see this creature at that point just leap up into the air, as everyone will actually see this frog do a giant leap airside and land right near Pickles, letting off a seismic force around them. So, Pickles, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay, I'm less good at this. Hey-ya! 11.
As the void noxious Honoraba lands down with the heft of its weight, the seismic press that goes off from the impact knocks you on the ground prone. And you will also take 9 force points of damage.
That's not too bad.
Your temporary hit points are now gone, and you take 1 point from there. All right.
My ready action goes off.
Go for the ready to action if you are within. What do you do?
My crossbow fires.
Okay. A 12 is not high enough unless you have some sort of bless.
Oh, wait, I am blessed. I will roll the bless.
Never forget your bless.
15.
A 15 strikes true against the Honoraba sack.
Ooh.
For 10 points of piercing damage. Oh, sorry. For 10 points of piercing damage, like the wrong token. All right. It will also
Momo, are you in range?
Well, yeah, Hyos was, I believe, absorb elements if she gets hit with poison.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, it's only if I'm directly hit with it.
And now that turn is complete, it will now do its conjure turn, as its eyes begin to illuminate a deep blue and purple that is the same of the void energy around it. 2 voidlings will then spawn within or around him. So I have tokens for that. As you see scurrying from outside the void, as these little tiny creatures begin to sprout up. Ready to fight. All right. Vivi, it is now your turn.
Did you OD on salt?
I think Vivi has OD'd on salt.
All right. First up, hunt check.
11 is not high enough to gain knowledge.
Of anything?
That is correct.
I pat the sack of salt.
You're the only thing I can trust.
You're the only thing that's real anymore. I aim a shot at the voidling.
Ooh.
Specifically this voidling.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit.
Can I tip my arrow in salt?
You are free to do so if you'd like.
I don't think it'll do anything, but I tip my arrow.
It'll make it burn
in
a little
salt.
bit more.
Yeah.
It would make it burn a little bit more.
You dunk your arrows within the salt and strike. You're uncertain of the effect of it, but your arrow strikes true against the voidling.
Wait, hold up. Hold up.
Anti-bless.
Anti-bless!
Your bane. It still strikes true. It still strikes true.
Hey, we're still good. Damage.
Wait, a 10 hit?
It's a baby.
Minimum
with the void
damage.
Okay, gotcha.
The 4 points will strike against the creature as it kind of just gives a little like whelp. It's still standing though with an arrow in it.
Their AC is very low. I will focus on them because my aim is shit.
All right.
What's AC?
What is AC? Pickles. It is now your turn.
Yeah, air conditioning.
Okay, I'm gonna get up with half of my movement, and this like poison is lingering. Yeah,
That is correct. It is still
Okay.
there. You're on right now in a pool of poison.
yeah. I'll just move out of the way, skirt on over. Actually, I'm gonna skirt this way.
Okay. Just so you
here.
know. Oh, yep, perfect. Thank you.
And I'll focus the voidling. We don't want to get surrounded, so I'm gonna.
Well, you're the
bash
only one that
it.
can do radiant.
I am. I was gonna bash it with my shield, using my crustapod shield. Hacha!
You're talking. You said the voidling, correct?
The voidling, yes.
Yep. All right. You have struck it with the shield at that point.
Now, thing is, my radiant damage is limited, so I don't think I want to use it here. I'll just do the normal bashy. Bata!
All right. And you deal 4 points of damage.
Yes, that should be bludgeoning damage, not.
Oh, good. Okay. So as you smack against the voidling, the same thing. As it just kind of like falls on its back a little bit before hopping back up.
And that'll be my turn.
All
So,
right.
Since you're the only one that could do radiant damage, perhaps it would be wise for you to attack the frog.
That is true.
Otherwise, we'll get these every turn.
Ah. See, I wasn't listening.
All right. So with that, Hayo, it is currently your turn.
Okay.
With a hunt of 16, what would you like to learn?
Don't hate me. Oh. Can I learn about its skin? Is this something I can learn about? I want to know if he's wet.
Gotcha. I would say as you go ahead and continue on this sort of like creature, it does appear to have a damp tendency, perhaps soaked and covered in its own poisonous juices.
Ew.
Not water.
It does not appear to be water. No.
Fuck.
So that was a fun little trivia fact about it. Would you like to know something else?
I guess. I'll take I'll take HP for 500.
All right. You would like to know the creature's hit points. Here we go.
I will shed said information with my party.
All right. Unfortunately, Pickles is right above it, so I will do the following. Wha-bam.
Wow.
Ooh.
2021. What a year.
What a year. You still have a full round of combat.
Yes. All right.
Your
I
ruler is
will-
very precise.
Apparently. I will cast Firebolt.
Okay.
There we go.
That hits.
Nice.
For 9 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Is it
almost max.
flammable?
As you strike off against it, you'll actually see the poison on it begin to like ignite around a little bit on it. But it doesn't light on fire. It's not like light ablaze, but it seems the
Just
poisonous.
rivets.
Well, it seems the poisonous effect does seem to have some. It reacts strangely to your fire, but you're uncertain of what way currently.
Oh. I hit it!
Good job.
We're proud of you.
Yeah, nerd, nerd.
Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
She running.
I wonder what she's going to do now. All right, Eric, it's your turn.
Okay.
It's gonna run up, look at the voids. I'm not stepping in that. And try to avoid the best. Pull out his twin daggers, and I'll stab this voidling.
Void.
Oh. Oh
Can
no.
you give me mod in your chat so I can ban her?
Void.
11.
11 hits. And as you stab it with 7 piercing damage, it twitches and falls on its back before it curls up, returning back to the earth.
Okay. Bonus hit. No, I already ran dash. All right, I'm done.
Okie
Oh,
dokie.
hunt. I will hunt. I'm a liar.
Okie dokie. A 9 is not high enough.
Okay, that's it then.
All right. So, at the end of Eric's turn, the creature will just it reacts a little bit as you kind of see that its sack filling with poison muck that it's about to spew quivers a little bit from the impact of the fire. I will need to go ahead and do a thing that you may or may not find out about later. Let me go ahead and see a thing. Oh, okay. Anything else? Oh, that's it. Okay, that's what I thought. Ahem. All right. At that point, it seems as if it's almost interrupted by something before the sack, like, it quivers a little bit and then fills back up with poison. As it looks over here, it will then, once again, doing a thing, looking around, spew out forward. As another poisonous spew goes there. I need you two to make a Constitution saving throw.
Will that activate my absorb element?
Unfortunately, you readied that last round. That wasn't something you readied this round. This round, you cast Firebolt.
Doesn't stay ready?
It does not stay ready. It only stays ready for a full round. So essentially what you're doing is you're foregoing your action for that round for as long as you can, which would be until your next round. Since your next round has already happened, you drop the readied action. You're essentially saying, I will take my action later when this condition is met.
But if this condition is not met, my turn is missed.
That is correct. Then nothing happens that turn. And that turn has since passed. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Eric, with a 15, you're good, man. You still take a little bit of damage, but sorry, things are closing on me. All right. Hayo. Ooh. This is gonna be rough for Hayo. All right, so at that point in time, Hayo will immediately, from the poison vulnerability, take 32 points of damage and is knocked unconscious.
Inspiration! Oh God, inspiration!
Would you like to use your inspiration for me to re-roll that Constitution saving throw?
Yes!
Okay.
Oh God, did you have a lucky?
No, she did one thing and gave her poison vulnerability. So with one of the vulnerability stacks spent, she'll be knocked unconscious.
And I'm taking 8, I'm assuming?
You are taking 8 points of damage. That is correct.
Okay.
It will once again croak a little bit on that. As it then, looking over at Pickles, will begin to slam its hefty body against Pickles.
Bring it on.
That's a 10.
Nope.
And it will then try again with an 8, missing again.
Nope.
All right, next seed is now your turn.
Okay. Nexie is going to move. Okay, wait. So, oh, this, the.
Oh my god, buttons. This thing is still on the ground, correct?
That
So
is
they're both
correct.
up at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's literally spewing poison everywhere right now.
Would I
Yeah.
have 2 HP?
What were you at before? With
You
the
had
8
bonus,
temporary
right?
hit
26
points.
and 8?
8, yeah, the 8 temporary, and what's your hit points usually? And my math might have been wrong.
26.
Oh, yeah, 26, 8. Oh, that is 34. You're right. You would have 2. I totally did bad math. You're still standing, but barely.
Okay.
I'm back!
She comes back up covered in poison, and she's just like
just like the biggest breath in, and she just poison all over her face.
All right. So the first thing that Nexi's gonna do is she's gonna look at Haya getting like covered in poison. She's gonna be like, "Get your shit together!" And that's her healing word.
Yay! You heal for 4 health.
Yep. That was very effective. She's gonna hunt
She
check.
gives a thumbs up covered in acid.
Nice.
Ooh, with a crit, you can learn 2 things about this creature.
Okay, so I want to do the Scholar and Luck for Anaraba's sack to make it 25 damage.
All right, that has been adjusted.
Yes, and let's see. I want to know if there's any way to remove its poison spew. If actually, wait. Yeah, to remove its effect from the ground.
Okay, so with that, I will actually answer that by giving you the information on its concentration turn, which it takes on an initiative of 12. So, along with that answer, the creature spews essentially a 10-foot poison area on a hunter within 90 feet. Those who enter the area for the first time or end their turn must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 2d10 poison damage or have as much as a successful one. The poison spew lasts for a minute. So for 10 rounds, it could just linger there. However, if someone casts a fire spell on the poison spew, no checks need to be made. The poison spew will immediately be cleared up as it burns away with the fire spell.
Okay.
And it's a good thing that our fire person is currently on the ground.
Would
Yeah.
prestidigitation count?
Oh, they're up.
If you are able to ignite it, either with a torch fire spell or prestidigitation is able to conjure up some sort of spark or fire, yes, it will.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
In addition, one more thing with this, concentration turn's pretty hefty. If the creature takes any fire damage from the previous round before its concentration turn, it must make a concentration check at a disadvantage. If it fails the concentration check, it skips its concentration turn and gains a stack of vulnerability.
Okay. What was the DC on it again?
The DC is 12 for the
cool.
poison.
Got
And I
it.
will
Thank
do
you.
a copy paste for you.
Oh, I got it all.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you. I just figured it was a lot of information, so I did, I just wanted to make sure.
She's quick.
113 words from.
Oh, God. Oh, whoa. Wowee. Okay, so at that point, yeah. If you do fire damage on it, you have a chance to bypass its concentration turn. Okay, also, now that you know the concentration turn, I will add it to the initiative, so you know when that happens.
Okay.
All right, you did a bonus action, and you did your scan. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Can I light one of my arrows on fire? Well, I guess that would take an action.
That is correct. If you were to use prestidigitation to light an arrow on fire, that's what you would have to do.
Okay. Does
And,
anybody else have just...
also
guess-
I would also let you know that the fire would not be significant enough to actually ignite the arrow.
Oh, okay. So I'd have to light a torch in one action and then hold my arrow over it for another action.
It would be extremely inefficient.
Okay, in that case, I am just going to shoot it normally, piercing damage, aim at Big Frog.
The sack?
The sack. I'm aiming for the sack.
Nice.
All right. With an 18, it'll deal 8 points of damage. Be sure to apply any sort of bonuses you may have gotten from your food. And, yep, You aim for the sack as as the arrow strikes it. It croaks a little bit.
That's my action. That's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the creature will once again croak, looking over at the individual who has struck it with an arrow, and it will once again leap away from Pickles. Looks at Pickles. This counts as a move action.
Hit it.
You are able to do an attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity. Sweet.
Yep.
All right. Shield time. So is there any specific spot I had to hit it with the radiant to like do anything, or just in general?
No, it was just for the conjuring initiative.
Okie dokie. So yeah. 8.
With an 8, that roll fails unless there is any other bless or anything that you may have.
I do have 1 point of lucky. It's not pertinent now. I'll say
You
that.
also have an inspiration.
I don't think
no,
I do.
He does
No,
not.
That was,
Oh, it was only Hayo?
It was only high.
only high.
I see, okay.
All right. And with the leap, we'll leap right behind, at that point, right behind Nexi, as the impact will strike at the ground. I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, Nexi.
You got it.
Thank you. 21 is good.
Well done.
You will instead only take 3 points of force damage as the creature will then land behind you.
Okay.
And then at that point, we'll go to its conjure turn and croak again, creating more creatures around it. This one's going to go ahead and try to attack at that point, Pickles. Pickles with a 5 will not hit. Vivi, it's now your turn.
Yes. First, I will do a failed hunt check.
By
Not a failed
succeeding.
hunt
You
check.
failed at your failed hunt check. It is actually successful.
Yeah. All right. Does anti-bless hurt those?
No, it does not.
What round are we on?
Round 3.
I never got my second turn.
Oh, did it skip you? Where
No,
the hell
you're
did
still
you go?
digging in the dirt, dude.
Oh yeah, Dirk, it's your turn. My apologies. Yep, sometimes
No, it's all good.
shit gets skipped. I apologize.
Oh, no, all good. I'll move right here.
Okay.
Oh, first I'll hunt check. Meh.
That will
then
fail.
So we can target the sack specifically, right?
Correct.
Okay. Does it have any modifications to AC or anything, or is it just?
Nope.
We don't know
just-
its AC.
You also, you don't know what your AC is. It's just gotta be piercing or slashing.
Okay.
We just need 7 more.
In that case,
Just hit it.
Have things enraged when we break their parts?
They get vulnerable first, and then they enrage. It
Okay.
has happened once
I
before.
just
so
know
question marks.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't know.
enraging with all these mobs would be bad.
Yeah,
It
you
would.
actually don't know the condition of its enrage. So.
We do have. I mean, maybe it can enrage while it's vulnerable. That would be interesting.
All right, 16 hits.
Last ditch effort.
For 9
Nice.
piercing.
Hot.
So as you stab at that point in time, it will. The immediately just breaks off the sack as it kind of like deflates a little bit. It's having a harder time trying to keep the poison within its system. You have applied 3 stacks of vulnerability on it. So what this means is whenever you're about to roll damage, you can say, I'd like to spend one of those stacks, please. And then your damage rolled after that will be doubled.
Is that after
Save for
confirming a
crits.
hit?
I'm sorry?
Is that after confirming a hit?
That is after confirming a hit. That is correct.
Okay. Did you get my sneak attack as well?
I did not. Wait, where's the sneak attack?
1d4? Right.
Oh, no, 1d6.
Oh, it's
sneak
1d6
attack.
now?
Yeah. No, it's always been 1d6.
Oh, I'm sleeping. Never
You
mind.
want to roll an extra D2? Does that work? Does it work that way?
So yeah, we'll go ahead and do the 2 points. Boom, boom. And also, hold on, let me go do a quick calculation. I think honestly at this point it's 240. All right, minus, well, bam. Okay, so at that point, you strike it, you deflate it, you get extra monster parts for carving it, for hitting it at the sack. It has 3 stacks of vulnerability. So actually, we'll go ahead Let me apply
So we
that.
definitely need to save one for Pickle's Smite, right?
Probably a good idea.
It'd be
Yeah.
so sick.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and show the bar so you know how many stacks there is. Bing. Hello. Haha, hello. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay. All right. You also get an offhand attack if you'd so like.
Yep.
20 will hit
Sick.
for another 4 points of piercing damage.
And that's my turn.
All right, VV, you at that point will continue. VV already succeeded at a hunt check, so what would you like to know, VV?
What are we saying, Naomi?
Never mind. I'm done.
Yeah, I did it. Don't you
Yeah, I
question
know,
my
yeah,
hunt
no.
check, and don't you do that.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm leaving.
Urge
I'm
to do
leaving.
something stupid intensifies.
So VV, what would you like to learn with the hunt check that you rolled previously?
God, if I threw this entire bag of salt into its mouth, would it affect it?
If its mouth was open and you dumped an entire bag of salt into it?
An entire pound of salt, just straight up salt.
But Vivi, won't you miss it? The tang? The tartness?
That isn't the question.
Boy. If you manage to successfully dump an entire bag of salt into its mouth successfully, as it tries to purge it out of its system, you would give it a stack of vulnerability. As its constitution would be able to fight most of it out, it would still be an extremely distracting thing.
And its ego crushed.
Yeah. But it will leave you
How
exposed.
close would I need to be to chuck that in there?
You would literally, well, first of all, its mouth would have to be open. So you would have to ready an action that when its mouth opens, you'd have to make a ranged weapon attack or some sort of dexterity throw to try and toss the bag into its mouth. In which case, then the bag would then have to successfully go into its throat. The closer you are, the higher your success of doing so.
Perfect. I move right next to it.
Okay.
We essentially have 5 party members and an annoying familiar.
True. True. I ready an action. Well, I yell at it. Hey! Come get me! I jump around, jumping around it like, hey, 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 hey.
He will.
And I ready an action to throw a bag of salt.
Okay.
Into its mouth.
He will then go ahead and look at you at that point in time. All right. Pickles, it is your turn.
Okay, let's see. Is it in range? It is. I'm just gonna run on up. And how many stacks of vulnerability does it have? Just one?
Yes, or 3. It has 3 stacks. Also,
3.
Also, how are you running? If you're running through this, I'm gonna need to make a con saving throw.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
You have
in
to
that
go
case,
around.
I did not move at all last turn, so that means my feline agility is back. Actually, I don't need to do it. This is still 30 feet if I do this.
Yep.
If I
Yep.
Wait, you can run through this spot?
Well, I can like run around it, right?
Yeah, you can go ahead and run around it.
2
Yeah,
attacks of an opportunity though?
I will take an attack of opportunity from this guy.
Yep. And so here we go. It's gonna go ahead and leap at you. Bah! With a 9, that's gonna go ahead and miss.
My trusty shield. Okay. And then I'm gonna
Nice.
come here. And yeah, shield time. Come on.
That is a critical
I'm gonna
miss.
Lucky. I'm gonna use my lucky.
There it is. The lucky. 15 hits. 15 hits. 15 hits.
15 hits. Okay. Firstly, just the regular damage, so that's just the shield.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna use my divine.
Are you hitting him with
smite
the
when you hit a
vulnerable though?
I am. Aren't
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're using
100%.
the vulnerable, the radiant damage will actually apply to the attack itself. So it will deal an additional 6 points of damage from the attack, and then you're using your smite, correct?
2d8.
Yep. So the
From
8
the-
will become a 16.
And on top of that, I will also use one of my what's it called? my distracting strike, which, wow, oh, that's
Oh
all.
my god.
I am distracted.
I roll a superiority die, and the next attack on it has advantage.
It distracts the DM.
Yes.
All right,
Uh,
weapon attack. You can expand one superiority die.
That's another D8.
Yep.
Okay.
So that'll be
that's one.
since it's all part of the same attack. It's 2.
And I'm not done yet.
What?
Because then I'm gonna action surge.
Yes! Do it again!
Real
Yes!
quick, but before we go further, it does a 14 hit.
It's armor class.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do
Yes, it does.
Okay, never mind. I forgot to roll Bane on myself for the first
Okay,
one.
you're good.
Continue.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah. There you go. All right. So since this is a second attack, you will have to spend another vulnerability stack if you wish to do the vulnerability effect.
Is that okay with everybody else?
Yes.
All
Smash him.
Crystalline Crustapod. Now this attack, I gave myself advantage because of my distracting strike.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, look at this boy.
so yeah.
He's so strong.
And let's see if I crit.
Yep.
Okay,
That
19.
hits.
Close.
That hits.
Boosh. Another
Oh,
6.
you're not a crit on 19.
Another
Damn.
12 points of damage.
Let's see. You can do radiant. How many smites do I have on my Crustapod shield? It doesn't say.
It should say in there, but I will go ahead and give you an answer.
Oh, twice per hunt. There we go.
Yeah,
Twice per hunt.
Sorry, using
Oh,
your second
sick.
smite. Yep.
Yep. Second smite. Another
Max
6.
damage. Do
Another
it.
12 points of damage.
And then one more distracting strike for another D8. Hiya!
For
Yeah!
additional
Yeah!
16 points. This thing is just absolutely at this point just moving around in sheer pain right now as it's circling.
Boosh, boosh. Yeah. That'll be my turn.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here with a bag of salt.
Ready to go. At this point in time, it will let out a horrific scream. Is currently nope. It doesn't. No scream yet. Hayo, it's your turn.
I know what that means. Oh god.
I keep forgetting to uncheck. Oh well.
Well, an action hasn't happened yet. If you do wish to do it.
Calling out to her like Obi-Wan to Luke.
Yeah. Hayo does a hunt check. 11 does not miss. Or 11 misses. Excuse me. 11 does not hit.
Lord.
You are standing in poison right now.
Do I have any kind of like water flask on me?
Oh yeah, you'd have a water flask on you, absolutely.
Could I aim it, like throw it at its feet and open it?
Yes, you can.
I'll do that.
All right, so you just kind of hurl it in the general direction of it, and water will then spill all around its feet. I will count that as an action. Is there anything else that you'd like to do at that point?
I'm just trying to help.
Wait, did you just throw water at it?
Yes.
Why?
You'll see. Don't question me.
Water
I'm
falls
throwing
at your feet.
I'm throwing salt at it, so I mean this is fair.
I'll action surge.
Whoa. Okay.
And I will cast shaped water and attempt to freeze it to the ground.
Ooh.
Okay.
I cannot handle this brain. I need to go away from it.
I really like when Hayo acts and surges. It gets real interesting.
So at that point in time, you'll begin to see the water begin to freeze over the foot of this frog-like creature, and it begins to pull at it. It'll need to go ahead and make if it does attempt to move, it needs to make a strength saving throw to break out of it, essentially. But right now, it is not moving as the ice has frozen over one of its frog-like appendages.
Because the thumbs up.
All right. That ends your round, I believe. Eric.
Hup, hup. Switch to twin daggers and I'm gonna start slicing and dicing. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do my hunt check first.
Okay. With a 15, what would you like to know?
Give me it's enraged.
All right. So you'd like to know it's susceptible to rage. After 3 rounds or losing half of its health, the creature has the option at the beginning of the round to become enraged. It is able to take 2 additional enraged actions. An enraged action can take place at the end of a hunter's round. At the end of the round, the creature gains 1 vulnerability stack, half speed, and any attack rolls made during the next round are at a disadvantage.
Nice.
So if I hit this thing anything lower, it's gonna enrage, more than likely. Are we ready for that?
Well, we're on round 3, so it'd be able to do it next round anyway.
Mm-hmm. It would be at the top of the round that it would enrage.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's gonna enrage anyway, so just hit it.
That's the plan. Just attacking. Don't use any of the stacks or anything.
Okay.
First attack, 20.
Mm-hmm. That hits. For 7 points of piercing, you can roll your sneak attack if you so wish.
I will go for the crit.
That's the crit! That's the crit!
Should have rolled the vulnerability.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could literally say at that point before the damage is rolled for the vulnerability.
No.
Okay. With a 6 critical, you will also deal 4 more piercing damage from the sneak attack. As you knock it out of the park, the creature begins to twitch violently within the pain that you are inducing upon it.
I will finish my turn.
Okay. At the end of Eric's turn, you will see this creature kind of at that point like do almost like a sumo stance as it widens across the space, spreading its legs and appendages. It will then let off a very powerful and violent blast of toxic energy from it.
From where?
Oh, we're all right here.
From its backside. As at that point, anyone within this range will be susceptible.
Anyone within this range.
So, looks like everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Does that include the void guys?
The void guys would be immune to this effect.
Got it back, baby.
Okay. All right.
Constitution saving throw. Hell
Just me,
yeah,
baby.
But I have bad blast, which affects saving throws.
How bad could it be?
Pretty good. So everyone has succeeded except Dirk. So we will hope for not bad rolls. Everyone that has failed takes 20 poison damage. Everyone that succeeds takes 10 poison damage, except Tayo, who takes 20 poison damage. She is now knocked unconscious.
Do I
Again.
take 5 due to my
She goes down with her thumbs up. It's just
Yeah, I've got resistance. I should take 10.
Yeah, if you take resistance, then it's half of that.
Okay.
10 for me then.
Yep.
5 for me.
Her eyes are just X's while her thumbs.
How do I
in the
damage
air.
myself?
How do I damage myself? Looks down. I can
'Cause
control
I-
it from here.
Okay.
So there you go.
I had the temp HP.
Yep, I've
Yeah,
already
you did
reduced
delete
it.
my temp HP.
Yep.
So
Mine
I'm
hasn't
thinking-
updated, but it's
Oh wait,
in
no,
my
I'm
sheet.
double damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so 8, and you said you only took the 10 because of that, so subtract 2 from there, and then you only.
Oh, I
took...
already did that.
Oh, okay.
I had 8. No, yeah, I already did.
No, I'm at 22. I took a bit before.
Oh, okay. Let me go and apply. Boop, boop. All right, there we go. And Pickles, what is your hit points at?
My hit points is at 11.
Okay, perfect. So everyone's where they're supposed to be on their hit point
I
bar.
should be at 32.
32.
Oh, I should be
Okay.
at 30.
Didn't
All
I
right.
used to auto update from our sheets? How
Yeah,
come
I
it
thought-
doesn't?
Yeah, sometimes. Sorry, sometimes it doesn't work. I apologize. So, but
Okay,
yeah,
I mean, it's not your fault.
yeah, everything's good. Everything's working appropriately today. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, and then it will then take its concentration turn, where it will then open its mouth, looks at Vivi.
I'm ready. I wind my arm back. ready to throw the bag of salt. I throw.
Make a dexterity check, please.
I'm good at these, I think.
Do you have lucky?
How do I do a dex check specifically?
You would go to the stat block at the top where it says dexterity and click that. With a critical fucking hit.
Nice.
Its mouth
My
open.
stupid ideas always roll 20s.
Its mouth open. You toss in the bag of salt as the frog begins to choke and gag as the salt begins pouring down his throat. I will have to make a Constitution saving throw.
It tried to breathe and breathed in an entire pound of salt.
I will make a Constitution saving throw at a disadvantage because of the 23. With a 17, it manages to spit the salt out, not taking the vulnerability stack because it managed to withstand it. However, because of the distracting bag of salt and the critical hit, the concentration turn is skipped in its entirety. As it is definitely separate the concentration. With that though, I'm gonna have to put a pause in this battle because we're approaching time. So I'm gonna push there. So we will hold for now. But thank you guys so much for playing. Did y'all have a good session today?
Yeah,
it's fun.
How you enjoying the new combat mechanics, like the enhanced combat abilities and things like that?
Like them.
Good challenge.
It's much better than me hit, they hit.
Yeah.
Me hit, they hit.
Yeah, no, I mean that's just low level D&D to begin with.
I know, but still.
Yeah, no, it's good for low level D&D as just like a nice little start of like, here's the feel of it. But now that you guys are getting more comfortable and we can start throwing just a little bit more of some advanced shit on you guys. So I'm glad you all.
I will say the Gambit change is definitely good. That made it way
Yeah,
more
that's a lot of
interesting.
fun.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed that as well. Thank you very much for your support. Hayo, how you doing over? Oh, hey.
She's dead.
We're gonna have to remember that. Okay, all right. Well, no deaths. Let me go ahead and make sure there's no death saving throws there. And yeah, god damn it. When is Bahroo gonna stop getting away with this shit?
Never.
Never punished. I believe since we're approaching time, we do have some
Give me fan art.
You guys want fan art? Do you have time for it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I don't want to push y'all if you didn't have time for it. We only got it looks like we have a few pieces today, so.
People took time to draw things for us. I need to see them.
Okay. Aw, some of these are very sweet. Okay, let me go ahead and open all this up. Hopefully it'll focus on that. Oh, that's cute. I'm just opening all of them so we can just
Not
go
a
for
nerd.
Nerd! Nerd! Nerd!
Not a nerd.
Sorry, I called you a nerd, Hayo. I always meant geek. Oh my god, she's so sensitive.
Yeah, we got a few pieces today. Let me go ahead and see if everything was pinned correctly. Yep. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So let me go ahead and show off what we have today. Well, bam. We'll start with a lovely GIF by Bearbot of.
Oh, that's cute.
Aww.
Hayo
Not
just
a
doing.
nerd.
Hayo just doing a little bit of reading. You know, as smart people do. Wiggles eyebrows. We've got beautiful Dirk Shine over here. Absolutely sparkling. Pickles pregame ritual, dumping food over in the wiggling hat. So very sweet.
It's very efficient.
Bearbot's been making a bunch of hunter icons as things come up. So this is the Nuxious.
Oh, nice.
Honorama.
that's so
yeah.
cool.
If that was going to be the hunter's icon, so I really have been.
They just
enjoying
really
this.
look authentic.
Yeah,
they really do.
yeah. Super good. Like you would absolutely see that in a game. Another Pickles picture over here. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Little action figures.
His little carvings.
Yeah, so neat. We have one simply labeled Frowny Hayo.
Hey.
so good.
Why does this keep happening?
I see there's a picture here just called Wiggles. Wiggles who?
Wiggle.
Fucking mouth. That's so good.
Oh, that's so good. And then we have Hio Rise soaked in poison. I live, bitch.
Oh, that's great.
And that's what we have today. So thank you guys so much for participating. Really appreciate this.
Thank you, artists.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks to our fan artists and
And
thanks
thanks
you guys
for running.
Yeah,
Hell
it's
yeah,
been-
dude.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's fun. We'll continue this fight and some story implications next session of Hunters of Io. So thank you again,
Sounds
guys.
good. Looking forward to it.
Woo!
All right,
See you later.
have a good night,
Later,
everyone.
everybody. Good
Bye.
night.
Bye, 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 bye. All right, that's it. That's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got some good subs today. Let's go ahead and make sure we take time to spend them, save them, but shout them out. I don't know words. Yo, head on over to our Patreon if you'd like to go ahead and support the World of Io series. The Patreon support has been absolutely pivotal. So thank you so much. Consider supporting today. I'm gonna close out of this so you don't hear the rollies. There we go. So you don't hear the rollies at that point in time. Make sure you guys head over there. If you're looking for the IO Discord to join, head on over to our IO Discord. Don't worry about the BrettUltimus Discord currently. In fact, I'm actually going to see if I can. I think I can. Oh, wait, what do you mean click to? Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, yep. Head on over to our IO Discord over there. Make sure that you follow that for more information. Also want to give a shout out to anyone who has been supporting the Patreon, because with the Patreon, we are able to make this a full-time position, a full-time thing. So thank you to everyone that has been showing their support. It really means the world to me. It means a lot. It allows us to continue to do that. Yes, big shout out to Why Not Gemology, Baker Staunch, Wiry Traveler, Conair on DVD, Starter Pack, Loper Panda, Twitching Pickle, and Eagle Wolf. Also, for anyone or any individual that is currently capable of making maps in D&D, I'm looking to hire you. We're looking for more map makers, specifically tile-based map makers for battle scenes, scenes in general. I need additional help. It is a paid position. So head on over to the IO Discord, fill out an application that is currently pinned over in our announcement section. If that is something that you would like to learn more about, I would greatly appreciate that a lot. Follow me on my social media, twitter.com/BrettUltimus, and I'm going to go ahead and thank our subs. Blood Plasma King, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Rack Pack. Appreciate you. Frostfire with the resub for 2 months. User 0XP is gifted 10 subs. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs, User 0XP. Thank you. Ramu with the Prime sub. Thank you to everyone who hosted and followed. Panzer120, thank you for the tier 1 sub. User 0XP with the tier 1 sub as well. Welcome to the Rack Pack. Really do appreciate you. Anonymous sub gifter to the Bearbot. And then AJ Long Gems, thank you for the raid. And Hug Hunter, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Evan X with the Prime sub as well. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Next time I'm going to be online is tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST. We're going to do a lovely sponsored segment from Raid Shadow Legends. It allows I know sponsored segments can be a little much sometimes, but it does allow us to essentially continue to fund the channel, and it's more ways that I can fund IO, which is definitely my dream project. So consider stopping by at 6 p.m. EST, and then at 8 p.m. EST following that, more Pokemon Y with Alex, Kraken, and Strippin. We just finished the 7th gym. So probably going to do some more Team Flare shenanigans, maybe even the 8th gym. And then hopefully the session after that's going to be the Elite Four. So, all right, guys, once again, thank you so much for your support. I will see you all the next time. Bye-bye.